What's going on, man?
What's happening? What's happening?
What's happening, baby?
You tell me. We got a lot of stuff in sports to talk about today.
Oh, yes, we do.
A lot of action packed. I don't even know where to be. I know where we're gonna finish. We're gonna finish with them NFL picks, right? As we always do around this time, football season. Everybody, we riding high. Right? Everybody, football team is doing good on this show. That is. Can't speak for everybody else right now, so that's very rare. So take this time, enjoy it, fellas, because it's not gonna happen too much off. It's not gonna happen too much off. But man, I swear, bro, where are we going to begin with this, man?
So, in our Cody Rhodes voice, what do you want to talk about?
I thought you was gonna lead off with something.
Hey, look,
you're just gonna hook right around the loop.
I was just wondering. I said, look, we got so much to dive into. You're right. We don't know where to start because we have like even a firing of a WNBA coach that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I thought that I have no idea where that came from, but shout out to Miss Weatherspoon. She'll bounce back from that. I'm gonna see if I can get the wrestling guru on Miss Bashan Freeman and see what she's up to right now.
Yeah, we
talk about that Virginia Tech game last night.
Man, look, I was sitting there. So after our favorite show goes off, I go to the game, and Virginia Tech was leading like almost the whole way, and I'm thinking when they tried that fake field goal that would have put them up 30-17, and they tried to get cute, and it backfired. But that just gave them the momentum to Miami, which they immediately scored a touchdown. So it goes back and forth. But then that last drive, where Virginia Tech had 3 different chances to get them. Like you had two people that missed tackling the quarterback, and then there was another play where it was a broken play, and I'm gonna tell you what, Ken Ward was a huge problem. For the ACC. So then by that point, Miami scores to go ahead. Then Virginia Tech's last drive, clock management was horrible because, you should have called timeout after first down. Didn't do that. You wasted so much time. So we go to the final play. Hail Mary. It's everybody's in the end zone. And I'm thinking like, okay, what's the one thing they always teach you to do? When the ball's about to come through and everybody's in his zone, knock it down. If you're on the Miami side, you knock it down. Somehow, Virginia Tech, we thought had the ball. We couldn't see who had it. So the announcer said it was a touchdown. So they had to go to review. It took at least 10 minutes to sort it out. By that point, we think it's a touchdown. Virginia Tech was going to run away out of Miami with a win. The refs called it off, said it was incomplete. He didn't have no control. Like, it didn't have enough to overturn the call. The ruling was a touchdown, and I'm thinking, like, okay, we have a very good chance to steal one. And the refs turned the other way. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Yeah, so it was a wild, wild finish. Probably one of the wildest finishes of the year. And that play reminds you of the Green Bay Seattle game from years ago. Y'all remember that?
Oh man!
Yeah, at the end of the Monday night game,
Golden Tate snatched the ball out at the last, even though it was intercepted.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I saw an interception, but it's all about who comes down with the football, and
it was so many things to that particular play, and I'm sat there like,
crazy
man,
ending.
That's probably one of the wildest endings you're gonna see in college football this year. So that was my takeaway from it. I don't know what you guys saw, but like Mel, I know you out there, you playing Mario Kart and all that good stuff.
I was actually watching a dry episode of SmackDown. That's actually what I was doing.
Oh man, I'm sorry, I was not impressed. I was not impressed with the show.
Show was dried in graham crackers, bro.
Oh man, it was. I don't know, man. It
was like to be desired. It was too predictable. I mean,
no
things like that when it comes to the brand and stuff, it's just hard to defend. That's one of those shows
the way it was booked was horrible as hell. Because number one, I'm sick and tired of this best of seven Andrade Carmelo match. I'm sick and tired of it already. And then, of course, LA
I
Knights in
thought
the
it
middle.
was over with.
Oh no, it's not.
You would have
It's
thought
not over with that.
they should have had this done 3 matches ago. Like, okay, best of three, okay, cool. Like, can we move on to a fresh storyline, please? No, they want to drag this out to now best of seven. So now I'm sitting there thinking, like,
I
okay,
knew that's the part that sucks about it. I knew it was a best of seven before the match even began. You know, it's why
yeah,
else would you even why else would you even post the match series with them? Oh, Andrade got him 3-2. They going in another grudge, another rubber match. I mean,
yeah,
only a fool would think that Andrade would sit up there and will pull this one off and it'll be over with and done with, especially with him running his mouth to LA Knight before that, which is that's a street violation. If you already got beef with one person, you know what I'm saying? You think you know that they ain't over with them. Why are you gonna start it up with somebody else?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you get one beef out of the way before you tag on something else. Now you got LA Knight involved in this, so somehow, some way, their best of seven series might even be put on hold because I could see them going into a triple threat match for the US
that
belt,
was gonna be my next point because now,
which would be horrible because now you will never really fit you will never finish off the series.
yeah, and keep in mind, Bad Blood is next Saturday.
Yeah.
Bad Blood's next Saturday, and then I'm sitting there thinking it's going to be in a triple threat match.
All right, so guys, we already know bad. All right, so we're gonna wrap this up on time to make it. Y'all, we doing it in my crib, right?
Yeah.
Now it's next week, not tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, not tonight. No, y'all can't come over tonight. We got
Oh no,
business tonight.
oh
We'll
no.
have some next weekend.
Well, I don't give. I don't even get it.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
you
Just keep it.
said.
Just keep it pushing. Just keep it. Yeah, next weekend. What we eating?
I have to figure it out.
We got a week to figure it out.
I'm trying to move more. I'm trying to move towards more seafood and fish. I'm trying to get off the red meat, the burgers, and the vegan.
We should get some fish and fry.
Yeah, I'm trying to get up off. I'm trying to lighten the load a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Get
'cause
some fish and fry and stuff.
For where? For where? Oh well,
your favorite store.
a Wing and Burger Factory,
Oh,
WNB. That was good, weren't they?
What?
WNB. Remember when we went there one day after the show? Wings and Burger Factory.
What is it? Oh,
What's that on Forest Hill?
Yeah, on Forest Hill.
Oh, the construction version.
Yeah.
Oh,
How was that though?
it was all right.
it was pretty decent.
But I mean, if you want to fry some fish, take that too. It's not cheap. Go buy a bag of fish from Food Line or something, couple of bags.
I'll try and get a food take out of you guys.
Oh, I mean, you know me. If anything,
I'll try to bait y'all in. I'll try to cast a little Jane out there for y'all and trying to reel y'all in, trying to get a little food takeout while our wrestling guru, Miss Krishana Freeman, joins us. How you doing, sweetheart?
thank you. She can talk all the sports. All the
No, I need my wrestling guru to make sense of this wrestling fiasco that's going on right now. And also,
Right on cue, of course.
McMahon has a series out on Netflix that I just finished up this morning.
I got the episode 4 before I was rudely interrupted on it by Netflix on my tablet. Your account just won't let me do it.
Oh,
Yeah,
probably because
yesterday.
that's probably because I was looking at it.
Oh no, they telling me to sign.
Yeah, we'll get that straight. But Miss Freeman,
Yes, sirs. Yes, sirs.
how you doing?
Hey,
Hey, I am fine. I am just leaving a meeting and I just hopped on. I tell y'all, it is getting serious around these parts.
I understand that. Can you
It is.
please make sense of all this?
You know what? I don't know. I got a feeling. I don't know why I have this feeling about KO and Randy. I don't know why. Something is itching in my spirit. I just don't know what yet.
Somebody, I see. My thing
I
is
can't call
somebody's
it.
turning.
Y'all
So
was
somebody's turning
first
heel,
talking about that.
Hmm.
and that's another reason why that
Definitely that.
I did not like last night because again, Mill and I agree it was too predictable last night. The Andrade um Carmelo match was like, okay, we already knew it was going best of seven. LA Knight's involved. And then on the flip side, you got what you we thought gonna have a 6-win tag, turns to a tag team, and you knew what the outcome was. We all knew what the outcome was gonna be. So KO tells um Cody to stay in the no, to stay in the back. Randy tells him to come out. And so then, of course, um, the bloodline rolls what Cody in the ring. The referee gets knocked out, and then, of course, was it KO got pinned last night?
Yes.
Yes.
KO got pinned, and then, of course, now they're getting to a heated exchange, and Randy tries to break it up. I think this is not something's not going to end well with this.
Now, Sonya and I was talking about this before we picked these guys up today, and the thing that we gathered is there's something definitely going to happen between those two. But I don't know if it's Randy is going to turn on. I'm leaning towards Randy turning on Kevin Owens.
I got KO tricking up tag team match next week in the Bad Miller.
So I actually think turning
Like,
because that's the Viper's MO or something. But
say it again. Say it again. You had buffered up. We couldn't make out what you were saying.
oh, sorry. So what I was saying was that I can't say it. I can't say it. So I think that Randy is going to do something, especially when he got his sights set on something.
Yeah.
But I also think that Cody is going to turn
Hmm?
You think
because
Cody and
Cody
not
actually
KO?
plays a great heel. Yeah.
He was part of Evolution
Legacy.
with Legacy, yeah.
But I don't see the reason why.
I see more KO turning because
So
K.
I
Cause
think
remember the
that
time he had
hold on for a second.
Because if Randy turn, all right, let's say Cody and Randy they turn heel, then and like
Randy
where
turning
would that
heel.
leave the bloodline? You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Now I can see Randy turning heel because the only thing you can Randy can have his sights on right now is trying to get that title from Cody. He has now Cody has called his shots with everyone that he has challenged for the belt since he's been champion. What name he ain't gave a shot to yet? What name or what three letters he hasn't said yet?
Right, right. RKO.
the three most dangerous letters
So
on
if you gave a
Now,
title shot to Kevin Owens, you got to
yes.
give
Now
one to
think
Randy.
about it. Randy did show up late to a pay per view with the War Games, but help came in the nick of time and saved them to help win that match.
Yes, yes.
So yeah, it's kind of disrespectful. You done gave that. You done called out everybody. You didn't even put Jacob Fatu in front of him.
It's not, and the thing that bothers me about this is it's not a whole lot of heavyweights on the card. Like to be honest with you, and I hate to do this, but it almost seems like you need to call Obafemi up. just so the heavyweights can have a challenge.
Oh man, it'll be like if you get them that storyline gonna be him, um, my boy Braun Strowman, and
That
who got
Otis,
oh that dude,
Bronson,
yeah,
Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed. I can see a whole storyline with them. I mean, on the main team,
And
main
then
card.
I don't like how they're watering down Karrion Cross because he's somebody that they brought up to be in this title picture with the faction and everything he got going on.
Yeah.
The author, this final testament, they should be in the main title picture on a consistent basis, just like Judgment Day is. So that's the one thing I don't get. They could make a whole lot more out of this talent. And another thing, woo! See, another reason why y'all need to follow the fan page. What do y'all think about there was an article that came out that says that explains why Giovanni Vinci has been losing his matches. Did y'all hear about that? He lost in two quick matches to Apollo Crews.
Repeat it again. I couldn't hardly hear.
Yeah, what's going on with Giovanni Vinci losing those last two matches to Apollo Crews?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Okay, I haven't heard.
apparently Giovanni Vinci he shot his shot at Tiffany Stratton, and Tiffany Stratton is Lou Wicas's girlfriend.
Right.
So Lou Wicasa complained to the officials because Lou Wicasa's on Raw, and Tiffany Stratton and Giovanni's on SmackDown. So Lou Wicasa went to the officials, and that's how they punished him. So I posted an article on the fan page. That's like, look, y'all need to make this match. Y'all go sit up there and expose Matt Hardy and Lita and Edge on what they got going on. Your marriage with Triple H and Stephanie, y'all exploit that going on, but y'all trying to sweep this under the rug like that? Come on, man. Give us this too.
Good luck with that. Because see, again, those those right there are not none of them are household names per se. And that's probably why that this has not gotten much traction like you think they would be. I mean, as far as the dirt sheets we read every week, you know what I'm saying? It's like, but even so, he to me he's the weakest link of him in Imperium anyway.
Who, Lou Wicasa?
No, the other one,
Giovanni
Vinci.
Vinci.
Vinci. The dude just sucks. Period.
Those were the two people that was with Gunther.
Yeah,
I know Kaiser.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then
I didn't know that was.
yeah, because
Yeah.
it used to be three of them.
Changed his name like you got an Italian name.
No, he always had that same name.
He had that same name from
But he
from
was
the get go.
rocking with the Giants.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were all together. It was three of them.
Okay.
But then Vinci got hurt on a couple of occasions, and then he got rolled off TV. So then he comes on SmackDown, and he loses to Apollo in 3 seconds, right out the gate.
Yeah, that was the punishment. That was the punishment.
And then he loses again 2 weeks later.
So hold on, he get punished. So Kaiser got that type of pull.
Yeah, that's apparently so.
But I mean, even if that wasn't the case, he was going to lose regardless. I'm sorry. The dude is not marketable. Dude, and then of course you
find a way to market Apollo Crews for.
Oh, that dude
whole
sucks
career.
too. That dude sucks too.
I mean, they got plenty of people to market behind. They got marketable
They're
talent.
they're not that good. They'll never get above the make cards level. They're never going to. Baron Corbin was another one.
I've actually
I
said
mean,
that.
you know, I'm still shocked to this day.
I actually did. I did. Those guys that got. See, I'm looking at it from this perspective. and y'all can back me up. Y'all can disagree with me. Please check me if I'm wrong.
Oh,
These guys that you name, they got all the tools inside of the ring as far as the wrestling aspect of it. What we're talking about where they're failing at is the charisma, the excitement, the draw. They're not bringing nobody in. They can do the job, but no, they're not. I mean, they're like Otis. You know what I'm saying? They're like Otis and the Temptations. Ain't nobody paying money to see them. Am
no,
I
I
right or
mean,
wrong?
I can see,
And,
yeah.
and it's crazy to say that because even though you got these factions and stuff, the one faction that's bigger than all of them right now, and then you barely even see them. After Chang, Otis, what's his name, and old girl. Like,
Oh, you mean Alpha Academy?
hey, look, Alpha Academy is still like, and they terrible. But you put any one of them three names up against any one of them names that you got, kid.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
gonna
like
beat 'em out
America,
without doing
America
nothing.
made. Well, I mean, like I said,
I'm talking about even individually.
oh,
You
well,
can do something with them where the crowd and everybody would get behind them as individual talent instead of them being in a group. Because it's been done before with them.
Yeah, on a different level, different scale.
maybe, may on them. Yeah, I guess it depends on
Because
who.
Cesaro was a star when they had 205 Live. He was one of the bright stars on that show. When they had the Mae Young Classic and all that thing, Maxine Dupree's been she does not have a whole lot of wrestling experience, but you can see over the years she has made a ton of improvement. And Otis, Miss former Money in the Bank winner. I think he's a former tag team champion. So there's there's plenty of individual talent there,
But,
but
but
the
like you say,
charisma, the
another thing,
gimmicks.
what
It's
they
the
get
I think
this in
it's the
front of them,
gimmick that I can't get past.
and that mic don't work. Their mic talk don't work the way it need to be doing for
It,
them.
the whole promo skills needs a lot of work.
All right. So
But I want to give a some of my man Jay, man,
yeah, shout out to
my
Jay
brother.
Uso, the new intercontinental
After
champion.
14 years, it finally took me. Look, I finally caught up with it on Thursday. I said, oh,
Hey, but isn't it like almost like sweet chin music for Brian Breaker to lose the title to a spear, basically?
well,
What
it was a combination of moves.
I mean, but still, like
Yeah,
that's
it
your
was a spear.
finishing move.
The spear, he lost to the spear and the splash. He had two of them back to back.
And the super kick. But before all of that,
But the sweet irony of it, you get finished basically with your move.
So this ain't over.
Yeah, I know. Jay,
That
and
gonna
that
go back and forth for it, man.
now, okay. Speaking of which, now have you heard the criticism about Rikishi said something about, oh, there wasn't enough hype, there wasn't enough build up and whatnot.
those are fake accounts, man. I don't believe
Well,
this.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. It's like,
Like,
but
like for real,
I
for
mean,
real.
I done seen it where Rikishi was complaining that they ain't giving him a belt, and now all of a sudden, guess what? He got a belt.
he finally gets one.
Some about that. They
Then they said the fake stuff about him. Putting
yeah
out
they like to blur the lines. You know what I'm saying? They like to muddy the water so to make it
Keep the
hard to
suspense.
determine between reality and make believe. They do a real good job of doing. So I really don't want to feed into them because it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to listen to those um those articles and then you see what's actually going on. Sometimes the math ain't mathing at the end of the day with them.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's just not. And you can tell with some page hacks like when you go on Facebook and you see that I had to stop following the New Heights podcast.
Mm-hmm.
A whole lot of fake articles got put on there, and I said, nah, this ain't. They page they they Facebook page was hacked putting this stuff up there because I had to constantly go back and go back and go back, and after each article I read, I found myself having to go back and fact check. I had to find myself going back and googling
You
and
sound you
Wikipedia and
sound you
everything.
sound like my mom, man. You like she Googles everything all
Yeah,
the
because
time.
it's bad enough we don't put out I don't put out a whole lot of stuff on my fan page. Well, on
Mm.
our fan page, I got to tighten up. Yeah, on our fan page, but at least what I put out there, it's got to be 100% facts. It's got to be either 100% facts or strictly my views and my opinions.
Oh, and trust me, because usually when that happens, I'm gonna be like, all right. So I'm gonna probably at least respond to something you put out. Something. Whatever the case may be. Yeah, I mean, I'll marinate on it for, whatever. But I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna keep this in my mind for a minute. I'm like, all right, let me see what he's talking about. Maybe it's an angle I'm not seeing. You know,
But it is kind of crazy though that it took them that long.
to finally get a title.
Yeah, I mean because we all know he should have had that belt before Cody had that belt from Roman a few
Yeah,
times.
remember the time that, and I think we were at Mill's house that time when Jay was against Roman,
Yeah,
and then
and
we were hoping
Jimmy Jimmy
Jimmy
came.
screwed that up,
Yeah,
and it was at that point we were like, okay, because they actually said Jay was the only person that beat Roman twice.
Yep.
So and we all sat and thought like, okay, maybe this would be the one time to pull it off.
I remember we was all talking like it's a reason that they say solo because truly Jay might be really he could have been next in line for to be the tribal chief. There's so much to do with all that type stuff, man. But I see Bailey beat Naomi to get her a title shot against me.
Yeah. Now I got another crazy stat
Eh,
for you. The last time Naomi held a singles belt was in 2017.
I would much rather see Naomi go for it.
It's 2017. That's a long time to get a belt. And good that if you saw the look on Naomi's face after the match, Mel, I know you were looking at it. She was highly disappointed, and I thought they was gonna go at it between Bailey and Naomi backstage.
Uh,
But the emotions were running high,
that match
and
was kind of weak though.
well, this is one of those I call bathroom breaks. But I mean,
Uh,
I,
that's
but
what I saw about that match.
That's what that's
again,
It was good. It had some good spots, but it didn't carry nothing.
but
It,
that's
that-
I
it
mean, it wasn't. There was a whole lot of I don't know if are we expecting too much out of things,
what?
Mill.
maybe.
I don't
Oh
know.
no.
I mean, it's because of the old school DNA of us.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
Watching
Because
this.
maybe that's why. Because we invest a whole lot into said matches and how they advertise and how it's going to play out. We would talk about a match like let's say Braun versus Bronson Reed for Monday, last monster standing. We think, all right, this is going to be something, and give us something to actually we would pay money for it. We couldn't pay money for last night. I'm sorry, we couldn't do it. I don't know about you, Omar, but Mel and I couldn't go through it.
Mm.
I'm sorry, but it was like you said, it was dry. We were not impressed, to say the least.
Boy, isn't this something?
Uh oh. Now what you cooking, Omar? What you got?
I'm just reading something that just came down my Instagram timeline from when John Moxley, well, we know him as Dean Ambrose, was in the ring with Tony Schiavone, the Sucker Pain owner of AEW, and John Moxley told him, we all know that this isn't your company anymore." And there's speculation that Shane McMahon could be the new owner of AEW.
Hey, all right. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you much better now. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes. Can you please
Okay.
elaborate? Where were you left off?
I think we was talking about
But
our
Cody and
KO.
Randy, somebody turning on somebody.
Yes.
Yeah, so I said I think Cody is about to prepare. I truly do think he's about to be. I mean, he's about to turn heel. Um, I don't know. It's just something in my pit that says that slowly but surely he's about to. I think after this whole him and Roman teaming with each other, and then when Roman tried to come back for his title,
Mm-hmm.
I think in the midst of all of that is you're gonna see, excuse me, different changes in Cody. Um, which which honestly, and I'm gonna keep referring back to AEW because even in AEW when he was a heel, he was, it was a slow turn. It was like he did it when the time was right to go ahead and do his turn. I mean, he's doing this whole baby face. He's done it good for a while. He's about to shake it up a little bit.
Good, good, good.
But what would be the reason for him to turn heel?
I don't. I mean, I
Why
don't know.
is it gonna be after if he loses the belt?
Yeah, if
Or
he turn, if
don't see
Cody
him
turns heel,
Maybe she's seeing something we ain't seeing.
if
just can't
Cody
see him
turns
turning heel
heel,
while
that
he's
takes the
champ.
bloodline completely out the title picture.
Yep.
That's the only way to take the bloodline out the title picture.
Is if Cody turns heel.
Yes.
I've seen more KO because we've seen
What I see now.
because because
I'm the bad guy. You don't want to come after me.
cause
Because y'all
remember,
bad guys.
cause remember KO's had a history of turning on partners before.
Both of them.
Right.
Wait,
Right.
Both
But
true,
of them
but
did.
nobody
yeah,
but the crazy part is nobody ever had a history of turning on KO. Who actually turned on KO first before he got the drop?
Sammy?
No, Sammy
No, he
KO turned
turned
on
on
Sammy.
Nope.
Sammy.
KO turned on Sammy twice.
Yeah.
So it would be a good thing if Cody did turn on KO, or if he start his heel transition right at that moment, because you're gonna have to be a true certified beast when you face Randy Orton, because you already know Randy want that title or he want
Right.
a shot at it.
all right. Well, hold on, wait a minute. Now let's put a pin in this one because remember, now you saw the first segment right last night, right, Shauna? Now, okay. Now this is where they were all in the ring. Bloodline comes out and KO says, "I want a tag team match." Cody interrupts and says, "Well, we got three people. It's three of us." And KO interrupts Cody, saying, "No offense,
Go to the back.
no.
Before the
Well, he says, no offense. You got your tag team partner, so I'll let you worry with that."
Well, no, that's not what he said. But the shade was intended there.
But
But he
that's
said,
what I'm talk. That's what I'm
yeah,
talking about.
yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about. Like the body language was like usually Cody doesn't get interrupted in that fashion. That's what I'm saying. So maybe, just maybe, if you look at the body language and how it is going to end, how it ended that way, when KO says no offense, blah blah blah. Cody wants to be involved any way he can. He wants to be in the match. He wants to wrestle, and because of the fact that he didn't actually wrestle last night, but he still found his way involved in the match, which we We all, Mill and I saw this coming. We all saw this coming.
Yes, we did.
You know, Sonya, I'm sure you watched it too. Yeah, we all saw that part coming. I think because the way it was set up, I didn't like it at all because we knew there was going to be a lot of interference in the match and whatnot. And then Cody, he trips the referee by mistake. So they playing it up pretty well. But maybe just see that right. See that leaves the door ajar just for a minute as to why I maybe I could see why Cody, but like I said, stranger things have happened in WWE. We could say Mill could say one thing, I could say one another. You can say somebody totally different, and I'm thinking I say, you know what? One out of a three is gonna be right.
Oh
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? And I'm thinking like, okay, there
Mm-hmm.
is somebody's turning somewhere because there's no way possible at the end of the show you got a heated exchange going on, and Randy's trying to break it up, and the bloodline is basically laughing at them when the show was about to go off. He
But
said
I
like,
honestly think it's Cody. Yeah,
"Oh God," and you know
I
what?
I truly think it's Cody.
I think I can see that because think about the things that Solo was saying to Cody before all this even happened. So he was hinting like at something like that.
Hmm. Yeah, I truly think it's Cody. I think Cody is going to be the one that's going to turn because it'll be like it'll be like the Kaiser Sose of it all. Like you definitely never knew this was coming. Everybody was thinking it was KO that was going to turn on me, and yep, I just got the drop on him a little soon. That sort of deal.
Now was
Um,
yeah. Because when
so
Solo said, "Oh, you're going to need Roman," but those other guys they let you down. Have you noticed? And he pulled a quote from you, Romar. He says, "Have you noticed that they let you down every time?"
yeah,
Yeah. So he took a page out of your book. So you should sue them for copyright infringement, man. I'm serious.
I
but
mean,
yeah, I think
I can
that
see where I can see where she going with it.
yeah,
Oh,
because and then also too
But
the moment. Go
did you
ahead.
look at his face when Solo said it though?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, he had
Very
that glare in
expressive.
his eye. Yeah, he made them think. He made them look at them and reflect. He had a moment of reflection there, to where he was like, "OMG, dog, that is right," or how is this
but
going to work?
you couldn't really hide the truth at that moment.
Mm-mm, no, no. And then also too, I think what put the nail in the coffin for KO was when Cody and Roman seen each other at the Georgia Tech Stadium,
Mm-hmm.
and
That was,
then
I
when
like
Cody
that.
said, "You got my back, I got your back," and then Roman said, "I got your back until the time comes that I come after my title." So yes, I do see Cody turning.
All right,
I see it.
okay, I'm gonna give you another line that y'all may have noticed when Randy first came out, and then he said, "Hey Cody, I need you to come out here. I need an explanation. I don't have a problem with you teaming with Roman as long as you don't make it a problem." What what was your thought process behind those words when Randy said this to Cody?
So my thought was, the old high school mentality. It's cool. You can go and be friends with them. You just remember who your A1s was. When the time comes, we listen, it ain't no, oh yeah, he over us. We had you since you came in. And don't make it a problem where there's no problem. So you can stay his friend. Just make sure it don't interfere with what goes on over here.
And
That's what I took from it.
Mm-hmm.
And you
because that's
gotta
what
respect.
y'all think.
I think you gotta respect Roman at the end of the day because he telling you, I ain't even had it this time around. We gonna do what we gotta do, far as them, but you got a bullseye on your head. You ain't gotta look over your shoulder this time. You know exactly where it's coming from.
Right. And then the old saying, heavy is the head that wears the crown. So Cody should know that anyway. He got that target. But at least, like, and I do agree with you. Like you said, Roman told him straight up and honest, I got you until it's time for me to get my baby back.
And I think that basically Randy said what he said in a way to let them know too. I need my shot.
Well, since I heard a ring a ling a ling, I got a trivia question. What was all the question? Trivia questions pertaining to this was who was this directed by?
Yours true. Mr. All right.
There you go.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
pay some
Definitely.
pay some homage to the goat. I watched that. I just finished watching that Netflix special, McMahon. Oh my God! Nothing that we really never knew before.
Mm.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000.
I gotta finish watching it.
It was they really did reveal it was nothing that was shocking to me. My biggest takeaway was it was 6 episodes, and each episode it ended with before the credits rolled up. Each episode ended with them saying he settled a different case.
He was always settling the case.
Yeah, each
So,
episode ended with him selling some case.
wow. And
Mm.
and that goes to show you that even the biggest giants is gonna fall. You just don't know how they are going to fall. Um, and what's crazy, I think I was watching snippets from the Instagram where they was talking about the documentary. And wasn't it something in there he said about Chris Benoit? Because I think that was brought up.
He didn't think that steroids was the cause of his death.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Mm.
That's what he didn't. And of course, he got quit because he said he wasn't forcing these athletes to take steroids, but he said he didn't believe taking steroids was the cause of his death. And then
Oh,
that's when they started looking into the CTE and things of that nature. And then credit to Vince, he did take a step forward into wanting further information about it, even after he said all that.
mm-hmm.
It's like we don't believe it was steroids, but we do want to know what it is. So we got to give him credit for that one, but that was still kind of cold blooded.
And
Right.
from the episodes that I've seen, through the four that I done got through, the best one to me is when they talk when Bret Hart, the job that Bret Hart, how they screwed him. Like it was so much to that job. Like Bret Hart wife said, looking at Triple H like, it's no coming back from this. Don't sit here lie. Don't look me in the face and lie.
Like he did
Listen,
know.
Oh, they knew.
yeah, because
They knew because Vince told them, "You better not tell nobody that you know of, or it's gonna be punishment you pay."
Jesus.
Yeah.
but what's crazy though with that
And
whole
Bret Hart spit in
Montreal
his face.
Yeah,
man,
That was real.
that was beyond real because that whole Montreal screw job,
Yeah,
like Bret Hart talks about that to this very day.
he said he couldn't
Um,
trick nobody after that.
no, no, and I think after that, and then even when he went into WCW, it was like Bret Hart didn't have no more trust for nobody unless it was a promotion that he was doing. Because at that point, it was like, I don't know who's for me or who's against me.
Yeah.
Or you got this promotion telling me they're gonna give me all the money in the world because they didn't like what Vince did to me, but they turn around and do the same thing to me. Um, yeah, because even on that documentary with the WC, the Who Killed WCW, man, you could tell he still had bitterness even from WWE.
Yeah.
And then the Dark Side of the Ring, when they talked about the Montreal screw job, I was like, wow. So yeah, so for Vince to bring that back up again, yeah.
That, it's just like it's so crazy because he was his own worst enemy
Mm-hmm.
from like from it from the first episode I got from it. Oh, he really don't see that he did anything wrong at any given time.
But but I also think too, I
He
think it's more
stole
of a
his piece of
denial.
time, and then it came back and did him
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
because he ain't do it. He ain't do business the way his daddy do.
No.
But he turned something and he made a global worldwide
Yeah,
franchise.
yes, he did.
His
Well,
dad
yeah,
just wanted to keep it territorial. He was like
yeah,
Vince came in and was like, nah, I'm taking all this. I'm
yeah,
taking
yeah.
this on the road.
Vince saw the money behind it, and he saw the fame and where it can lead versus a person who was actually in love with the sport. Because sometimes if you're in love and passionate about something, the money is going to come regardless. It didn't have to come overnight, or I didn't have to exploit people to do it. If it was a passion that you love the most, then you're going to work at it. So that was his father's mentality.
Yeah,
It
and it's,
was, I have passion for this sport. I have passion for the people who breaks their neck in order to show their fans, a good time or whatever.
yeah, but it's so crazy because you seen what the episode where he talk about who he basically bases his identity after one of the wrestlers that was,
Yeah,
and I think after a while he really bought into that who he was, ego wise and everything.
Mm.
that was I forgot it was Doctor somebody.
Yeah, and dude was actually a real doctor or something too,
Yeah, it was Doctor somebody.
and he was cocky, arrogant.
He dyed his hair blonde and everything behind.
Took
Oh,
Vince under
Lord.
his wing, started teaching Vince how to wrestle. Vince said he wanted to be the bad guy that wanted to fight.
Okay. I'm gonna have to sit down and look at it. I haven't had a chance. I'm gonna have to sit down and look at it.
Mm-hmm. It's a Yeah, it's 6 episode. It's a 6 episode series on Netflix called McMahon. But
Mr. McMahon.
okay, guys, it is 3:45. Well, it's actually past 4:45. We gotta have we're gonna have a little chit chat next week on wrestling. Right, because next week we got Bad Blood coming up. We're gonna have our predictions before that match. So stay tuned for that next week. I'd like to thank the wrestling guru for joining us. Appreciate you.
No problem.
Appreciate you stopping through.
No
But next
problem
week,
at all.
go ahead.
No, I was just saying, no problem at all. Next week we're definitely on. And also, if y'all haven't had a chance, and this was interesting to me, and I know Kevin will appreciate it,
What's
that
that?
Swerve Strickland was on the Breakfast Club,
Uh huh.
and he talked about the real actual beef between him and Hangman Page, and that Hangman Page actually burned his childhood house down, the one that he bought. So that
So
was
that
his
so that wasn't a storyline.
no, that was real. Hangman burned it. And if you listen to the Breakfast Club interview that he had, that Swerve had, he
Mm.
explains that.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, we go check
Well, I'm gonna
that.
have to check that out.
Yeah, I might have to go through that one because we've seen so many scenarios before about people burning down houses before. Didn't
No.
who else was doing it then? Um, Randy Orton, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And
Yeah.
then once somebody else that was doing the same thing back then.
I just can't remember who it was, and I think it
I
was
can't
somebody on
either.
Randy
WCW.
Orton burnt down Bray Wyatt. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but that whole interview was interesting to me, especially when they got to the whole they because Charlemagne brought up about the whole beef with him, and that's when he went into elaborate about him and Hangman. And so when they
Oh.
went into that whole thing, he was like, "All I know is that I seen him. He was sitting on the couch, and he turned around and poured the gasoline, lit it up, and then next thing you know it, you just saw the fire." But Swerve was saying that you couldn't tell whether or not it was real or not, or if it was already pre-recorded or whatever the case may have been. But at that moment, Hangman was in front of the house, all the way in Tacktown, Washington, and Swerve was in. I think they was in California. I think when that aired. So yeah, so he was on live TV looking at his house being burned down. But he definitely talks about it on the Breakfast Club. And he talks about that, and then it's another episode of the Breakfast Club where they had Sasha Banks on there, and she was talking about the real reason why she left
I think
WWE.
I did see a little bit of that
Yeah.
yesterday. I did catch
Well,
a
it's
little bit of that.
what well, it's Mercedes Monet now,
Right.
but she's still
I
the
know
same
exactly
woman.
where you're
But
going with that one.
yeah. But gentlemen, I'm not gonna hold y'all because I got a busy schedule. So again, as always, it's been real. Next time I'll probably come inside the studio because this phone
Oh,
thing is not working with me. So I might creep on a come up.
oh yeah.
Hey,
That's even better.
the doors is always open. We'd love to have you. Plus we're gonna have a couple watch parties for these pay-per-views coming up also. So we're gonna arrange some things like that. We have to have some live
Oh,
commentary
we got
coverage
to.
on a
That
couple.
is no that is no problem with me. Just let me know what I need to bring, and I'm in there like swimwear.
All right,
Yeah.
we appreciate you, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Studio W Sports page brought to you by J&J, and we just wrapped up our wrestling segment there, and we're gonna give you some college football scores. I got my man Sid joining us. How you doing, Sid?
I'm doing good in yourself.
All right, that's hey, everything's everything. I'm gonna give y'all these scores right now. College football, Wisconsin 0 to USC, 18th ranked USC 7. Now that's nearing the end of the first quarter. I think that's kicking off. Louisville knotted up with Notre Dame 7 apiece. Oklahoma 21 ranked Oklahoma over Auburn's 7-0. Arkansas 7 24th ranked Texas A&M 0.
Oh, we got an upset already.
Earlier today, Kentucky upsets Ole Miss
Oh
20 to
man.
17. Minnesota
Woo.
takes Minnesota just edges. Michigan just edges Minnesota 24-27.
That was a good game right there.
What the man?
Kansas
Hold on.
23 ranked Kansas State over 20th ranked Oklahoma State 42-20. Woo, that was a boat race right there. 22 ranked BYU 34 over Baylor 28. Later on this evening, 4:15 on the SEC Network. This will be a good matchup. Texas against Mississippi State at 7 o'clock. ESPN. Clemson against Michigan. Clemson against Stanford. 18th ranked Iowa also takes on Houston at that time. And the match of the week, Georgia against Alabama. That takes at 7:30. Ohio State versus Michigan State. That's on Peacock. 11th ranked Illinois versus 9th ranked Penn State on NBC. South Alabama will take on LSU. 25th ranked Boise State will take on Washington State. 10th ranked Utah will take on Arizona at 10:15. Man, who's gonna be up by then? Come on, man. 8th ranked Oregon takes on UCLA at 11 o'clock.
What was the time? What
I don't
was the
think I
time on that one?
got 11.
11 o'clock. Where?
Tonight.
Yeah, it's on the West Coast, man. We ain't gonna be up for that.
Oh, that's crazy.
Mm,
Man,
jeez.
they think this is they on UFC time with that.
And that's
They
8
don't
o'clock
care.
out there.
They on UFC time with all that, man. It be 2 in the morning before we find out what happened with that game. God forbid it be a rain delay.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, the good old late night college
Oh,
matchups.
but it never rains in Southern California. Y'all excited about that Bama game?
Oh yeah, that's one of the main ones we were eyeing on.
I got Georgia. I like Georgia in that game for some reason.
I ain't got no winners or losers.
Like I said,
I
I
just
have
want
no dog in this fight at all.
me neither. For real. I mean, I am. If you want to pick any college football team on, it would be the Virginia Tech Hokies. And so I'm a little disappointed it took that slug to Miami, but at the same token, hey, it's Miami. We can't get blown out.
That was my thing because I just knew I was like, well, you thought Miami was gonna have an easy win. It was anything but, and it took a referee's reversal at the last second to
Yeah.
decide it. So it was a way better game than I expected it was gonna be.
Yeah. Yeah. So since I had them wrong. So since we on that subject real quick, let me talk about the games last weekend. Like like as always,
Who got it wrong?
I don't care who got it right.
But,
I want to
but you
know
know
who
what?
had it wrong.
Now, yeah, before we get to that, but all three of us actually did pretty decent this last week. We all actually had 10 games correct. So it
Good
actually
job,
wasn't
fellas.
bad.
Good job, fellas.
So I was more worried about the 1 o'clock window messed me up some, and I'm like, this ain't looking good. Cause I'm thinking like, all right, we might get because I was losing left and right. But then of course the 4 o'clock and the 8 o'clock saved me on that one. Well, most of them did, but I still ended up with 10. So that was miraculous on that end. But yeah, we all ended up with 10. But yeah, man, who got it wrong?
Well, let's start off let's start off with my game, the Eagles and the Saints. I got my reservations about my squad, but
Oh,
I got it wrong.
I had it wrong too. And okay, so the thing was, you know, the Saints they would have 40 pieces, you know, but now y'all can brag a little bit and say, hey, like we give up 40 points this week, unlike some other team did. But it for a while, it looked disastrous on y'all end mill but New Orleans couldn't do nothing with it. But then all of a sudden Saquon shows up. He had to redeem from the week before. You know, it's Dallas Goddard and Saquon saved the day. Saved the day. So now, so basically the leash has been loosened for at least another week. Because you over there, you were calling for Sirianni's head last week. Oh, you was all on that. But now, but now, even though yes, the win was ugly, but again, a win's a win.
I don't know what you talking about, Kev, because he still got it all for his head. I did see what he
Well,
posted.
but at least for a week, it's loosened a little bit, not much, but they got a tough
They
one.
might have got title.
Well, it depends how this plays out tomorrow. Now, it would have been worse if they would have lost. It would have been worse.
I'm not going to disagree with you with that take.
Uh-huh.
I mean, with that last caveat, that last part right there.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
going to disagree with you on that one. Now, this is what I got to say about this. I was very impressed with our defense. I had that wrong.
Mm.
I did not think that we was going to shut them down the way they did. They prepared. They prepared. They was ready. They
Mm-hmm.
executed their game plan, and they did not play selfish. Now, what I did not like is 3 weeks into the season, and my defensive ends have not had a sack yet. Don't they did start the play call on the defensive side was better. They started bringing more pressure. They switched some things up on the back end. Reed Blankenship I don't know if you guys know this is not. Well, I know you guys don't know this is not. Reed Blankenship is like the safety version of a Dallas Cowboy defender. You
Well,
know,
like
there's certain
what
routes they jump.
Bland or Diggs?
Both of them pick your poison.
Mm.
They jump those in cuts, those inside routes, and that's how you get the bulk of the interception. Nobody really knows this, but Reed Blankenship studies the tight end post. So anything equivalent to that, that's the route he knows how to jump. And that's how he has gotten his 5 career interceptions. Lovely trait to have. Don't get me wrong. Outside of that, he is I want to say a B minus type safety. Now, right now, Pro Football Focus got the highest grade of all safeties last week. But I want to see him evolve just a little bit more. I want to see my man goes evolve just a little bit more.
Well, give him time. Like, what was it we talked about several times last week? First 4 or 5 weeks, you're still trying to establish identity. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he's. I mean, it again. See, people don't understand is that it takes work to get there. Sometimes you what to say? You got to crawl before you walk.
Yeah.
Are you going to make mistakes? Of course. But what you just nailed, what you just said, you've been studying the position, and
Yeah. So
and
I'm real impressed with the defensive side.
so he, to me, having said that, Mill, I think he's under the radar, which is actually a good thing to have because now he hasn't gotten a whole lot of attention yet. But the more involved he gets, the more deflections he gets, the more targets that's sent his way, and he does something with it. People gonna start to think like, okay, maybe I don't send his way, make it so much easy going his direction. You know, you see, he's keeping these people honest now, and that's what you need starting out the gate. So that's definitely something that we didn't establish this enough on the show. I mean, I know you talked about it, but we haven't given him flowers exclusively yet.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
He
But
he he sealed the game though.
and that's what you need. Okay, cool.
Yes.
So now,
Yes.
if you
So
get
he's gotten his flowers. Oh,
well, you've given him the flowers. We haven't. Me and Romo have not given anything to this point yet. But the more that it happens, the more consistent he gets. Now we gonna have to start paying attention because again, we got to play each other in week 11. So now I'll say, okay, now we got time to study this cat, see how well he is and whatnot.
What you talking about, Saquon or Blankenship?
Blankenship.
y'all not gonna start it for him.
Yeah, I mean,
Y'all not gonna. Y'all defensively.
Mm,
Yeah. Nah.
you don't think so?
Y'all gonna focus more on the run game.
yeah.
Well,
That's just my opinion.
I mean, we got time before we get to that point.
But yeah, but back my offense.
But
I'm not a fan of the play calling. But what fan likes the play calling of their team?
I will honestly say that Jalen did give me a lot in fantasy. He got him and Derrick Henry. Those are two main people that helped me get my first win of the year.
This is a growing one of the things that I have to live with. In a Kellen Moore offense, there will be turnovers. That's the style play. So half of Jalen Hurts' interceptions, half of those I'm gonna put on Jalen Hurts, and half of those I'm gonna put on Kellen Moore. Because there's a lot of routes, especially the one in the end zone, the 2 end zone interceptions he had, where he is throwing to a certain spot, and it's on a defender to get there. Now, when I say that, those 2 interceptions, where where the wide receiver AJ Brown and Devontae Smith respectively, they slipped coming out of the break. They slipped coming out of the break. They're not able to get to the spot they needed to get to, and it was an interception both times. Those I gotta put on Kellen Moore because that's Jalen Hurts is doing what he Jalen Hurts is doing his job right there. I hate to say it, but that's just the part I gotta live with. Even though it's gonna be on Jalen Hurts' stat sheet, I have to look at it that way because, like I said, it's going to be enough. We're not going to play on perfect fields all the time, or you trust these guys to get to certain areas. You know, you're doing your job. It's all about trust your teammates, and which brings me to the second point. Which the reason why I gotta say that because I need Jalen Hurts to trust his teammates more. He just can't throw it to AJ Brown, Devontae Smith all game long. He's got to be able to. He's got to be able to trust Jahan Dotson. He's got to be able to trust Johnny Wilson some more. And Nia Smith is going to come here eventually, and you're going to have to trust him. Grant Calcaterra is going to have to get his. Brent Covey, he's going to come back. He's going to come back probably mid-season. Just put him on the aisle. He's going to have to trust these guys more because every game plan is going to have its counterpunch sooner or later.
And now, and see now you got your two main stars out.
This one,
AJ and Devontae.
AJ's going to play.
Oh, he is.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the one most things that's impressive about that victory. AJ Brown was already out. Devontae Smith was, he had the concussion.
Yeah, and
insane.
And I like I said, he just did enough to get me over the hump in my fantasy. But then when they were questionable and whatnot, and then now they say he's out, I say, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, we also lost Lane Johnson that game and Mekhi back to both. All those guys are at practice except for Devontae Smith.
So that's why I was asking yesterday. I was like, hey, is Devontae playing? If not, I gotta change it.
Nope, he's not going. I don't expect him to play.
No, they say he was already out.
Yeah, give him one more week. All right. I'm just saying because I already know. I didn't see the report where he was out. I just already know because I go by where he's at practice.
Well, that's true.
If he's not participating on Friday, you can forget about it.
Yeah. Well, when the the one thing I also learned, if the color changes from yellow to red, that's a sign right there. He's done. And when I found out I think it was NFL Live yesterday, because I happened to sneak one in and whatnot. And when he was the first one I was looking for. And then when that happened, I had to go to the fantasy wire, and I'm like, when I saw the yellow turn to red, I was like, that's it. Gotta go.
All right, so we can move on. We can move on to the next game. Chargers, Steelers won 20-10. Who got that one wrong?
I did. I think I did.
I had Steelers.
I don't know.
I think I had the Chargers on that one. I might have had that. That was one of the ones I had wrong. I just didn't believe in the Steelers' offense. I thought the Chargers would have done enough to pull that one out.
Yeah, see, I got lucky with that one because Justin Herbert, he wasn't 100% coming into the game.
Yeah, and I did not have that information.
Now, and see, the thing was, when you coming into a situation, you still not 100%, and then you leave the game. During that time, I said, see, so I knew because I thought about going with the Chargers, but when you got a quarterback who's not even 100%, you coming into it limping, and then you got the defense.
I got that one right.
So that was like, I think we all had it right, believe it or not. If I remember correctly, I think all of us had that one right. I know WB did too.
I might have had that one.
I think you did.
Because I just went strictly with the Vegas odds. Well, the Vegas line went, that's where I got that one wrong. Now I know it's another one. I think I took the L on this one too. The Texans or the Vikings.
Yes.
I did not honestly see this.
Oh, I did too.
Yeah, I took the.
I think we all took the
we took the
Texans.
slug on that one.
We all did.
Sam Donald looking like.
Where is this coming from?
I slept on the Vikings. I'll be a man in a minute. I slept on.
I don't know, but it is something about players that end up in Minnesota that seem to get written off, end up becoming. Hey, think about it. Look at it. Joshua, Chris Carter. There. Y'all got to witness when y'all made one of the biggest mistakes.
Okay,
I disagree with that, but continue.
I'm gonna give you another one. Okay, all right. Well, Mark, since you're on that point, Kirk Cousins, he was halfway successful with that.
Yeah,
I'll give you another one. Stephon Diggs.
Randall Cunningham.
I give you Rambo. I can't give you Chris Carter though. I definitely give you Rambo.
Brad Johnson. You know, like some players that then went there and hey, you didn't think. And Sam Donald looked like he just.
So when you get a situation, you get bounced around like a rag doll. You started what? Carolina. I mean, I know he was with Carolina. That didn't work out well at all. He went to San Fran. He was sitting back behind.
He started off in New York.
Yeah, he was the Jets quarterback. They did him like they did Zach.
Oh yeah, Zach
Wilson.
He was before Zach Wilson.
Yeah. So he didn't want doing nothing. Then they shipped. Yeah, that's right. Then he shipped him off to Carolina. He didn't do too much out of that. Then they shipped him to San Fran. He studied behind Brock Purdy, and I'm sure it was the other one. Jimmy G. Was he there with Jimmy G? Was No. Okay.
But look at what he do. If you give him an offensive line
and some weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you give somebody like one of your favorite fantasy players of all time, Romar, Justin Jefferson, which got you through a lot of games last year.
No, he didn't.
He was hurt.
Right, but even before the injury,
you had him before then. Justin Jefferson did nothing for him.
Oh,
yeah.
Justin Jefferson didn't do nothing for him. I mean, Justin gave him like one good game, but that was during the playoffs.
Yeah, and then he got hurt.
Well, I mean, during the fantasy playoffs.
Yeah. During the fantasy, I thought that got him through.
My starting receivers, you weren't trying to come up off him most of the season.
It was a down year for him.
But yeah, we took the L on that one. We were not expecting the Vikings to be this, and they're actually there are 5 teams right now that's undefeated. You got Pittsburgh, you got Minnesota, you got KC, Seattle, and Buffalo. All 3-0.
And another one we thought was going to be 3-0, which we all got wrong. It's another reason why I think we're going to win tomorrow. Is the Broncos over the Buccaneers 26-7. I'm sorry, they got dog walk.
I'm gonna leave that game alone.
Well, I can tell you what really happened with Tampa Bay.
Explain that because I definitely did not see any highlights with that.
They're riddled with injuries on the interior. They are dealing with a lot of injuries. Antoine Winfield might not play this week, which I need to fact check right now. Yeah, I don't know if Antoine Winfield is going to play. If Vita Vea plays, he's not going to be 100%. So give me the
We ain't even got to them yet, man. But we already know that you were gonna take your Eagles.
We already talked about that.
All right. So what's the next game? Packers and the Titans.
I took the Packers.
I did too.
All right. Anybody get that one wrong? All right. What about the Giants and the Browns?
Oh, I screwed that. Yeah, that was a screw up on that one.
I took the Browns.
I did too. But see, this is one of those what I call coin flip games, which I'm thinking like, okay, you got Deshaun versus Danny Dimes, and but was I mean I don't know. There's always that one thing that Danny Dimes is good once a month when he performs or whatever. He can finally make something decent out of it, whatever. But but yeah, that was left to be desired. That I think that's one of those that we all screwed up on because I don't think anybody was going with that one.
What? I chose the Browns.
That's what I'm saying. The Browns ain't that good.
Sorry, I still would have took them over. I took them.
I did too, and we lost that one.
I ain't lose.
No, the Browns lost to the Giants. They lost 21-15.
Oh, good deal.
Oh no.
Yeah. That's how bad it was. They were terrible.
Yeah, I lost that game.
Okay. The Giant. I had that one wrong too. What about the Bears and the Colts? Who got that one wrong?
Oh,
I got lucky with the Colts.
I won't go bet with. I won't go bet against them. I went with the Colts.
Well, I think I went with the Colts too. I think I went with the Vegas odds on that one. But one I went out on a limb with is the Panthers beat the Raiders.
I don't know why. See,
I want to know why I was the only one that picked them.
no, you was not. Matter of fact, the only no, because Rachel hits me up and she goes, because she thought she was the only one that picked them, and I was like, nope, it was y'all two. Y'all two, the only ones that picked Carolina. Everybody's out the Raiders.
Yo, shout out to Rachel, man.
Rachel, man, I'm telling you.
She's a Raiders fan.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, and she went against them. She went against her squad. So yeah. Look,
Can we stay right here? Can we stay right here? Because there was some heat behind the press conference Antonio Pierce laid out.
Oh yes. Now here's the thing. Oh, now guess who's gonna be out too? You got Devontae's out, Max Crosby is out, and you got a quarterback problem. The O line. Oh, Rachel was telling me yesterday the O line is trash. That and Gardner Minshew's leash is about to get tightened up really quick because one more bad performance like that, he about to get replaced.
Well, you might as well replace him now. Because one thing about Gardner Minshew is if he's not gonna pull rabbits out his behind. If it's not there, he's not gonna be the one to make it happen, bro. He can be the one not to screw it up, but he is not gonna be the one to make it happen.
All I would say is, hey, I would get on the phone right now. Make a call over there to the Steelers. Hey, what Mr. Wilson doing?
I about to say it might be Russ because they ain't giving up Justin Field.
What Mr. Wilson doing?
But what if Justin gets hurt? Then who you got behind him?
Randolph.
Now,
I thought Randolph was gone. You mean Rudolph?
Rudolph.
I thought he was gone.
yeah, but either way, he's garbage. Now, this is a trade that needs to happen. And also, like I said, just check out the fan page.
No, I mean, I did. Yeah, but look, here's the thing.
Check out the fan page every night because I posted this morning.
I've been seeing a lot of.
How y'all like this?
Might be out. Devontae might be out by the trade deadline.
Exactly. So, what I posted on the fan page was this. All right, hear me out. With all draft compensation included, you have the Jets get Devontae Adams, the Raiders get Devin White, and the Eagles get Hassan Reddick. I know there's a lot of money and draft compensation things that
Well, look,
salary cap implications involved. We
look,
that's nothing that IGM can't fix.
now
So I mean,
I already know where you're going with this one, Mill. Believe it or not, and I know why. Okay, the reason why. Okay, let's go back to the first part you said. Devontae going to where? The Jets, right?
mhm.
Um, because of familiarity with A Rod and with Devontae in Green Bay. That's one. Um, go back to the other one. Hassan Reddick going to is still only going. I don't think Hassan don't like the Jets period at all. I don't know why. I don't know why y'all got rid of him in the first place.
It was it was money.
It's the money that he asking the Jets for right
Yeah,
now.
and he was under. And if you're not going to pay them the contract that you wanted, then why did you trade for him to begin with?
That was stupid. That it's gonna be a situation where I can actually see the last part coming back.
Hmm.
That Hassan Reddick's coming back. I mean, hell, C.J. Gardner Johnson is back there,
Right.
so I can't see why not. I mean, and a lot of these cats that have love for Philly.
With the improvement of N'Kobe Dean, Zach Barnes getting playing, we got Jeremiah Trotter Jr. that needs to get some reps. Devin White hasn't played a snap all season, so
I mean,
we need to.
I can't see why not that Reddick won't be back in Philly. I mean, I could, yeah, I
Devin
could
White
definitely see.
can go play for the Raiders right now.
Well, I'm gonna just put a rabbit out my hat. Just throw something crazy in the universe with that Devontae might be going by the trade deadline. Wonder, does he end up in a crazy place like a place that they don't, where he's really not needed, but ends up there in the division.
Yeah,
KC.
Yeah, but I could rather see him. That could happen, but I'd rather see him if he goes somewhere in the division. The only team that drastically needs a receiver is Justin Herbert.
Oh, so you think it's
And
going well? Because I've been hearing some wild rumblings that
I
he
mean, it
might have
could
going to
be.
KC too.
I mean, there's a lot of teams. You know,
Washington needs to throw their name in the hat.
yeah,
Let's be honest. Y'all need to throw y'all name in that.
yeah. That
At
would be
least kick the ties.
the splash of all splashes. And for real, oh,
Boy, let's keep on. Keep going. Keep talking.
well, I mean, we can get a Raiders a second round
And we
and
still
a third round if you want draft conversations
and
for 'em,
he still got enough money that's left over,
you
right?
know. Yeah.
I'm gonna fix that real quick. But go to the next one. We got it wrong.
Hold on. So yeah, so Mill got the Carolina Raiders one right. Go back to the last one. Let's see. Um, Dolphins and Seahawks.
Oh, I took the
Dolphins
Seahawks.
are done until Tua get back.
Yeah. So that was pretty. That was pretty easy to see. Oh, Ravens and Cowboys.
Whoa, I got that right.
Yeah, I got that one right too.
Yep. And that game was actually more entertaining than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it was.
And thanks to Derrick Henry, that got me my first win in fantasy. But of course, they almost blew it again.
Well, I definitely got the 49ers game wrong.
Oh man, that one I went out. I got real lucky. That was went out on a limb. That was what I call the walking wounded game.
Well, they played the Rams, right?
They both suck. I mean, not suck, but they both had a lot of injuries. I
They let them
mean,
walk them down.
here's the weird part. Now, San Fran was actually up by 14 going into the fourth quarter. Romar, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
they were up pretty big. So the Rams had to come back, and then they tried this weird play at the end, which that backfired miserably.
Kevin said so weird. Wait.
I mean, no, okay,
It is what it is.
it is. But I mean, if you looked at the play, if you look at the last sequence, the 49ers was trying to do something at the end. This is like you playing backyard football. Like, you remember, of course, one of our favorite games in the backyard, throw up and run. That was that was my shot right there. But I got lucky with that one. Chiefs at the Falcons.
Oh, you know.
All right, Roman, we know where you stand with that one.
You know.
Right, yeah. Mel, did you have that one right or wrong?
I had the Chiefs, right?
KC and Atlanta.
Yeah. I had
Yeah. We did KC, and they're still talking about the pass interference that wasn't called. They were still talking about that, but that's neither here or there.
Nice home cooking the Chiefs had.
Huh?
That's some nice home cooking the Chiefs had.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They even take it on the road sometimes.
Right. Okay. Monday night games. Jags at the Bills. It's pretty safe to say we all got that one right.
Ain't dog walking boys. Man.
And-
That was embarrassing.
All right, Romar. I was sitting there thinking, you got a couple minutes to roast me on this one.
Oh no.
I know, and I deserve to smoke on this one. This one of those. This was a moment that I had to come to the congregation on this one because I had no idea what a performance by Jay Daniels, man. Best one I ever seen.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you deserve an ultimate roast. You deserve a walk home.
Well, see, the main reason why.
Let me understand. I want you to understand the full importance of this.
That's an echo.
I want you to understand the full importance of this. When I don't fix this. Where's the mute button on? Yeah, I ain't got my daggone glasses. No, that ain't it. When you bet against your team, you better not miss. You better get it right.
I wasn't the first week.
What about now? So when you get it wrong, that's your behind.
I'm about to
You
get
deserve
ready.
everything you get plus some because you did not believe in your team.
Okay, the main reason why was because I go by the analytics as far as how we failed Monday Night Football. The last time we actually won a game on Monday Night Football was in 2014 when we upset the Cowboys. And Cole McCoy was still the quarterback at that time.
Yeah,
So
You said who was the quarterback?
Colt McCoy. I remember this because I was at Hooters that night.
that was a trivia question.
Yeah. The last time the Commanders won a Monday night Monday night game was October 27th, 2014 against the Dallas Cowboys in Dallas.
You sure about that?
I'm sure is.
You just said that we beat Pittsburgh on a Monday night.
Now now that wasn't actually scheduled because they pushed that back. I think it was COVID or something, whatever. But technically, it wasn't scheduled on a Monday at the time because that was a Sunday game, but they pushed that back. So,
That was a trivia question.
But
but yeah, but again, to everything you said, Romar,
You went with the analytics.
the analytics. Because, like I
Uh,
said, we normally don't do well on Monday Night Football.
I went with some analytics of what I seen with my own two eyes
It was that.
over the last 2 weeks. One, like I said, you feed Brian Robinson the ball, get him going. He gets better as the game go along, which opens up the offense where we can take some shots of. Don't end up ourselves in third and long situations. And it does help that week by week, the playbook has opened up a lot more for our quarterback. And he understands that he's dangerous with his legs, but he take care of the ball.
He needs to take care of the ball. Not only that, he needs to take care of himself.
Yes, he needs to take care of himself. I mean, the line might, if the line get better, I mean, right there, hey, he ain't one of the most sacked quarterbacks, right? I
It's
mean,
gonna be a long season. So
yeah, it's a
It's
long
it's
season.
it's a rare
you don't want to
moment.
make as
Yeah,
many
all it
take
takes
as
is
many
one,
hits as he
one
been
good shot,
getting.
but right now he playing within the game,
Yeah, I
and
see that.
he playing within the game. He ain't out here trying to take the shots or anything. Like he having fun, and they show that they trust him. Like, hey,
All right, so what's the next game?
That was it.
Well, that was it. So
Yeah.
now we on to this week.
Yep. Oh, and now also keep in mind, Romar, guess who didn't play on Monday? Who was our liability?
ooh,
Forbes Jr.
that's good.
Exactly. Yeah, he had thumb surgery. So he's gonna be out for a little bit. So
That's
now
even better.
the defense does need some work because normally you give up 33 points,
Hey,
you're not gonna
look,
win too many games with
all right,
that.
but look,
That's the only bone I got to pick.
we outside of Jamar Chase, we pretty much had the receivers in the check for the most part. I think we did all right. But yeah, our
Yeah, that's the
defense,
only bone I got to pick with that is the defense. The offense is definitely taking shape a lot. And also, like we on the show on the way over, first time in 84 years that neither team has turned the ball over. Neither one. First time ever in 84 years. And also, what you alluded to earlier, Romar, we ain't punted in 2 games. They had an interview with Tress Way earlier this week. He was icing his hands. You saw that? I know you did. Yeah, I mean they had an interview with Tress Way, and they were roasting him. I mean, he was teasing him, but he said, "Man, it's kind of cool." Yeah, what he was see that see Mel. There could be another trivia question for you. You can think of right there the last time, the longest streak of anybody, any team that has not had to punt.
oh, that's probably
I know you cooking some back there too, but
man, that record probably was owned by the New England Patriots punter when Brady and Randy Moss was there.
What the greatest show on turf?
could be.
It
So
could be a number of times.
Well, yeah, let's go ahead and get to these picks. Of this.
so now let's go through the picks.
Okay, and how you gonna write my picks down?
Yeah, I'm writing on the phone.
All right.
So all right, first one. Uh, we got Steelers at the Colts.
I think I went with the Steelers.
I'm
Or did
going.
I?
E-
Give me the Colts.
Yep, I went with the
Yeah, you
Steelers.
did.
That defense has shown me some. The Colts offense got to show me just a little bit more.
Give me the Colts in this game.
Now, I'm going with the Steelers,
I watched
but
they lose.
here's the thing. See, this could be a setup for a trap game, and I'm gonna tell you why. As we said it before we
Dak
came
Prescott
on.
right there.
And look, you laugh at you laugh now, but when it comes out tomorrow afternoon around 4:15, either they're going to win another ugly game. It's not going to be a blowout. It's going to be one of them ugly games again, which they're famous for. Or because remember, they got the Cowboys next week, and that's when everybody's looking forward to. So they hopefully they don't look too far ahead tomorrow because you got Anthony Richardson, man, is a problem. You know what I'm saying? He got a good running game too. So I got the Steelers, but this is one of those that and out of those 5 teams that's remain, somebody's gonna lose. So the question should be which one of the 5 teams has the biggest chance of losing tomorrow or Monday?
And I would say it would be the Pittsburgh
You
Steelers.
say Pittsburgh. Uh
Am I crossing over? Nope.
no. That wasn't the one I was thinking you was gonna cross over.
Should be though.
But I know it's something coming. Let's see. All right. Saints at Falcons.
I got the Falcons.
I'm going the other way. I'm going with the Saints. Romo, who you got?
I'll go with Atlanta.
I think they playing NATL.
Yep.
That crowd's gonna be rocking. There's two teams that don't like each other. They can't take the slug at home. So give me the home team. Give me it.
All
Dirty
right.
Birds.
All right. The next one up. Broncos at the Jets.
I think I got the Jets in this one. Aaron, you seen him? You seen Aaron Rodgers last week?
Oh, wait, he torched New England?
Yes.
Yeah.
And who did they play?
They're playing in New York.
They're playing in New York. That god awful field. I don't see why they won't torch the Broncos the same way.
So you expecting a dog walk.
Yes.
Now keep in mind you got Bo Nix on the other side. I got the Jets also.
See, this is the
Me
thing.
too.
When it comes to the Jets and the Giants, my only problem is playing them in MetLife Stadium. That stadium is horrific. Somebody always getting hurt. I.e., look at Dallas last week.
Yeah, they lost 2 players.
2 key players. There's always somebody getting hurt on there. So the main thing is coming out that game healthy. I don't trust.
And you know what though? Because DC was getting a bad rap for injuries also.
It's been a lot of injuries. It's been a
But
lot of injuries.
MetLife ranks right up there along with DC as far as you guarantee somebody's not gonna come out the same.
Yeah, the field is terrible. It's
Oh,
long.
and not only that, speaking of MetLife Stadium, Mel, have you heard, and we should have told Shauna this earlier, SummerSlam is a 2-nighter next year
Oh yeah.
at MetLife Stadium, August 2nd and 3rd.
Oh yeah, Nicki Minaj gonna be there. Yeah.
Well, I think Cardi.
I mean Cardi.
Yeah,
One of them.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nicki
Oh,
gonna be there too.
but yeah, Cardi's gonna be in the house. But yeah, so usually the history of MetLife Stadium does not look good for somebody. Roma, who did you have?
What?
Jets and
Man, I'm taking A-Rod.
okay. All right, so we mailed that across the board.
He's a bad.
All right.
Man.
The next one up. Now this is I call a coin flip one. Vikings at the Packers.
And we just talked about this. I think
You had Green Bay.
Jordan Love is back.
Mm-hmm.
I believe he is playing, but he's not 100%. The last
And
thing I checked.
also Jordan Addison's back. Jordan Addison ain't played all season, so he's making this season debut Sunday. He's gonna be fired up and ready to go.
But you also got Aaron Jones. He's playing back in his old stomping grounds too. That's
Yeah,
another
it's a
factor.
homecoming for him.
It's a homecoming for him, and there's also a situation where the cornerback is trying to get into the Vikings wide receivers head. Ramon, who was trying to think? Alexander's name was come up.
With,
Someone was talking trash.
with
Um,
Justin Jefferson.
I think,
Because
yeah,
that's who you're going to be matched up against.
yeah. So there's been some trash talking between the two, and yeah, your boy is not. It says he's not tripping over it.
Why should he?
So
Why
I
should
got
he got the bag, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Justin. Yeah, Justin. Now I'm gonna go on a limb. I'm going with the Vikings. Romar, who you got?
It's crazy because I don't know. Because Malik Willis look good in that system right now.
Sam Donald's riding on a high, man.
Yeah, and Malik Willis done played good. He done won 2 games. Yeah, Green Bay 2-1.
I could see maybe two teams losing tomorrow.
And I don't
Possibly.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna. Oh boy.
He's
I
beside
just-
himself.
I could see. I say with the Vikings, but that could go the other way easily.
What the weather gonna be like?
Oh, sure. You don't even. Well, it's a division game. Nobody cares what the weather is. That can go. That's one of them coin flip ones.
I'm gonna go.
See, anytime when see this right there tells you, ladies and
I'm gonna go
gentlemen,
Minnesota, man.
when
That's
when it
that's
takes
like Aaron Jones gonna get off.
when it takes Romar an hour to figure out which one it wants to pick, that means the game's going to be either a high scoring or it's going to be close. So that's an indication right there. All right, Romar's got the Vikings. All right, next one up, Mel. We know where you stand with this one. Eagles at the Bucks.
Now, here is my crossover of the week. Told you my crossover was not going to be what you think it is. If the Eagles make this a statement victory against the Buccaneers, then Nick Sirianni is off the hot seat. It has to be a statement victory. He has to do everything has to go right. I mean, we had signature victories. We haven't had statement ones. Like we signature victories means we had them over quality opponents. Green Bay playoff team last year. I mean, we just took care of New Orleans. You know,
Are you expecting a blowout?
if it's a blowout, Nick Sirianni's off the hot seat. That's the only thing we have not had in like 2 seasons.
But if it's within 10 points or less, then he still is.
Then his play calling comes under investigation. Depending on how the play call, all we gotta do is keep the game simple. Take what the defense gave you, run the football, lean on Saquon, but let everything else come in. If he starts off too serious, I mean, he's throwing nothing but pass plays, man. Then he's not going to get a whole lot of sympathy from the Eagles fans.
So that means Goddard's got to get off. Jahan Dotson's got to do. See, those right there increases your chances to get some action for Jahan Dotson.
Yes,
So he's got to be not to say the focal point. He's got to be number 2.
yes.
Got to be
I'm
because Devontae, he's out.
Yes.
which personally they should have been fined a lot more than $4,600 on that hit. I feel some type of way because again, he's one of my people in my fantasy league that's helped me get through.
That's the problem with everybody's argument. The referee was, super dynastically late with the whistle. Had the referee blown the whistle when Devontae Smith for progress was initially stopped, and that happened, oh well. But since the ref waited 10 minutes, made himself a sandwich and things that nature before he blew the whistle play dead, you can't fault the other player for playing it all the way through the game, following through. You can't. You're coaching the play to the whistle, and that whistle was super late. So that's what I'm at with that
So
one.
are you officially crossing over to the Buccaneers?
Hell no. My crossover is to take my take on Sirianni.
Gotcha. You almost scared me with that one. I said, "No, that can't be what
I said it's not gonna be what you think it was, man.
Well, when you say that, I'm thinking the team itself. Like we switching from one to the other. I wasn't thinking the coaching part.
Yes,
I'm sorry. I wasn't. Yeah.
Again, it's coming a point in time where we guys start looking at not just sort of the coaching, but the execution of these plays. Because I want to blame that loss of the Falcons so much on the play calling, but like I said, had Saquon caught that pass, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Exactly.
We're 2-1. We've done enough. We've coached. I mean, they've done enough to win football games. They're not trash. They're not looking like they did last season with no heart, no will, no fight. I'm seeing all that in this game. Even though they're 2-1, I can forgive a certain play because, like I said, early in the season, yeah, I want them to make all those mistakes now. I want them to.
If you
I want them to screw up now.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you got to struggle early. That way you got time to figure it out versus what you had to witness personally last year.
Yeah, that was
And that was like an atrocity in itself because that was like really what doesn't is almost everything was a collapse. And that was so unacceptable, not just on your level, but everybody's level.
by the way, Antoine Winfield's not playing.
Oh, there you go. All right. Romar, who you got? You going Philly
No.
or Tampa?
Yeah.
All right.
Kalasha Cansey's not playing either.
All right. This next game might be tricky. Bengals at the Panthers. Sam Dalton is starting again for week 2
Andy dog.
in Carolina. Now, Bengals, keep in mind, are one or two teams that are 0-3. This is a must-win for Cincy. If they lose this game, this season's done.
It's so hard.
And somebody is not going to be there next year. So now, okay, let me ask you this. Since we've already discussed somewhat that Jacksonville, which we'll get into later in a little bit, should be on the hot seat, should we put the Bengals coach on the Zach Taylor on the hot seat as well?
Yeah, we did that for him.
And I'll take
So in other words, while he's out there singing, the leash is about to get tighter in Cincinnati as well.
So who you picking, kid?
I'm going on a limb. I'm going Cincinnati. At some point, Joe Burrow's got this is one of those win one for the Gipper moments. You got to get at least one. And I'm not expecting Carolina to put up 30 plus points again this week like they did last week. I'm not expecting that. Because again, like I said, the red rifle, yeah, he done surprised everybody. He done broke the Vegas eyes on that one. He broke that. Because the only Mill was the only one that saw it coming. I don't know how in the world that happened, but hey, it does. But I'm not expecting it 2 weeks in a row. So I'm gonna take my shot and I'm going with the Bengals.
Who you got now?
He's got Carolina, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
He's got Carolina. He's right. He's trying to ride the
The
wave.
Bengals are done.
I'm riding away with him, but I'm gonna say this because of how you was talking just now, Kevin.
What's that?
Real. He actually forgot that Andy Dalton was in the playoffs a lot of years playing for who?
Cincinnati.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's playing against his old squad.
And then it won't no fluke the way he go out there and play last week. It really wasn't.
And it shouldn't be a shock to y'all because I said last year
He
that
wasn't-
Andy Dalton should have been starting over Bryce Young. They moved the football with Andy Dalton at the quarterback.
And let Bryce Young sit there and learn behind him.
Now, see, that tells you right there, the team itself was not trash all along. It was Bryce Young who's the trash.
No,
And Bryce Young's just not ready.
it ain't Bryce Young that's trash.
I think so. But
He's not ready.
you're 2-16.
He was not ready.
Yeah.
That too.
That's one of those
it-
kids out there that you had to give the Jordan Love treatment, the Aaron Rodgers treatment. You got to redshirt him for a couple of seasons.
And get him bigger.
Get him bigger.
Oh man,
build that line around. Build some talent around the team.
it's almost like you got a high school quarterback playing against a professional line. That's not going to work.
Every quarterback. Can
Dude's
what?
Dude's like 5'8".
Kevin, but our quarterback ain't that big.
No, but he's a lot smarter. He knows when to do things. He has not turned the ball over. Jaden Daniels is thrown for touchdowns and ran for one.
Y'all ain't got Carolina's offensive line.
But my thing is,
That
and
offensive
Jaden
line
Daniels has
is
outworked
shit.
everybody as far as the rookie class right now. He's outworked Caleb. He's outworked Bo Nix. But on paper, in the first 3 weeks, he's beating everybody as far as the rookies, as far as quarterbacks go. It was top first rounders. So you got Carolina, Romar?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going with the Red Rock.
All right. We'll see how that one plays out. The next one, the Jags against
The Texans.
Texans.
This is a get right game for the Texans. Just like the Bengals, I am 100% out on the Jaguars. I have no faith in them. Something.
Oh, that's right. The Jags are also 0-3.
Something is broken there, and they got a clean house. If it's two teams that just if it's a team that just needs to clean house at the end of the season, it's the Jaguars. I'm sorry. It's time to pull the plug on
And
that thing.
what really gets me is, and Trevor Lawrence has got the bag like 30 minutes ago, and then you struggling.
They should have held out.
See, this is what happens when you have one good year, and then they decide to throw the Brinks truck at them.
Now, see, this is my, and I'm gonna be honest with you. There is some bias behind this smoke, because you talk about Jalen Hurts like a dog on this show, but what has Joe Burrow and what has Trevor Lawrence done that Jalen Hurts hasn't?
Yeah.
Well, Jalen Hurts got something that neither one of them got right now.
Jalen Hurts beat Pat Mahomes last season, so we can't say that.
Oh well, but none of us. I didn't say nothing about Jalen Hurts was trash. We never said that.
Jalen Hurts and Joe Burrow do have in common is that they both made it to the Super Bowl.
Right.
And that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
and they
but
both beat Patrick Mahomes.
it's time for Joe Burrow to get that smoke, though.
Yeah,
my whole premise.
I would say this. Every quarterback that did get the bag this year, it's not been impressive.
Not day one.
Nope. And you can name about 5, 10 people right there.
I want to take it a step further. You know, we Jalen Hurts does have to improve on his turnovers. He's still a top 10 quarterback. He's 10 at QBR.
Well, see,
He's 9 and 8 in a couple other categories. Why ain't some of these other quarterbacks getting that same smoke, bro?
why are they or why they're not? You mean like why they're not getting the same smoke? Why they're not? Why they're not getting the same smoke Jalen Hurts getting?
Right.
And see, right now, Cincinnati, to me, the whole Cincinnati situation, their ownership is their own worst enemy. Because you don't want to pay neither one of your top two receivers. You let your running back walk.
And I think there's gonna be a get right game for. No, I don't think he's playing.
Who Joe Mixon? But they ain't playing. Well,
I think Joe Mixon's out this week.
yeah, but
Yeah.
they ain't playing in Cincinnati.
No, they're playing in Carolina.
No, I'm talking about the Texans. Not playing.
Oh, the Texans. Oh yeah, they're playing in Houston. So you got
They're
what?
playing Jackson.
Yeah.
But give me the Texans.
Yeah.
They need to get back from that thrash.
That embarrassment. Get the sour taste out of their mouth. I got Texans also. I think like I said, CJ Stroud gonna take some hits. He's gonna take some lumps, but like I say, he's gonna be fine. I think it's one of those that he's gonna redeem himself. And don't worry, Mill. Jalen's gonna he'll have plenty of time to redeem his own self too. So we still believe he should be at least in the conversation. So don't worry about that part.
Now, honestly, as long as he's turning the ball over the way he is, I don't want him in the conversation right now. I just want a couple other guys out the conversation too. If you want to keep it top 10, I mean, like I said, he's still top 10.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, again,
As bad as he looked at times, he's still top 10. Some of these other guys is getting that money. Gotta get that smoke too.
oh, don't worry. They now look, trust me, those ESPN shows, they're slowly getting it too. They're slowly getting it. And on the podcast that you catch.
I watch ESPN radio all the time, but that's neither here
But
nor there.
all you got to do is do the same thing you were doing that one time before. Make that one phone call, and let I forgot the host's name, the one you called one time before, a couple times actually.
Now wait, I need to check for them before I give them a shout out. But we'll talk about they talk about Freddie and Harry. But anyway,
Yeah.
Hey Mark,
What's going on?
nothing much, man. Well, it is a whole lot. I'm lying to you. We didn't cover some wrestling. We covered a little bit of the NBA trade. We covered some college football. Right now, we're in the middle of our NFL picks.
But hold on. But before we get to that, Mark, I have got to ask you this question. And look, I called Mill last Saturday. What I happened to see on the timeline, I said Joshua got beat, got knocked out. He got knocked out. I was yelling at the damn phone. I was sitting up thinking, Mark, call the boxing guru. We need to get him on next week, right now, and get your take on it because Mill didn't know much about what happened, but you called it right out the gate. And with the words you said, what came to fruition, which says, when you said last week, I'm a big fan, but I'm worried he might get caught. And what was your thoughts when you found out about it?
Well, no, I watched it, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I watched it. Wow, I'm sorry, but man, they just started catching this Colorado game was unbelievable.
Oh yeah. I missed it, but I found when I woke up Sunday morning when I saw that I was like,
No, well, I'm talking about right now, just now.
oh,
This dude caught I don't know how he caught this.
oh wow. Ooh.
Well, you remember, my whole thought on this.
Yes.
I'm still a big Anthony Joshua fan,
Yes.
but my mindset, I said, I'm worried because I said if he gets caught, oh, that fight was basically, I said, whoever gets hit first is gone. And he got hit in the first round and got dropped. I mean, he got right up, but he got dropped. From that, when he got knocked down that first time, I said, "Oh man, he ain't going. It ain't going to happen tonight." He got knocked down two other times after that, but in that fifth round, I'll tell you how it was working. Anthony Joshua actually kind of clipped him towards the end of the fourth, and Dubois was hurt. Then Joshua came out in the fifth and actually had him in trouble. The mistake Joshua made was once he caught him and had him in trouble,
He dropped them hands.
he went in for the kill and forgot about defending himself, and he forgot how suspect he is to getting cracked. And he got caught because I'm telling you, that punch, the knockout punch, whoever landed that punch first was gone. Because if that right hand would have landed, trust me, dude would not have been standing up. Joshua is built like a Greek god, bro. I mean, the dude is massive. 6'6", 250. But he got a chin like he 6 foot 125. I mean, he has no chin at all. And I think he got ruined in that Andy Ruiz fight. I seriously do. For Daniel Dubois, my opinion is going to be what it end up happening. They're going to run it back, which to me, he's floating with suicide because you're going to get a different Joshua for the second fight. You got to. I'm cheering too much for him. If he cracks Dubois kind of falls down the ladder because they're going to say, well, you know what, Joshua he got lucky and caught him the first time. If he takes Joshua out, Joshua needs to quit. I mean, he just needs to hang it up and call it a day. If Joshua was smart, I wouldn't even go for this fight with Dubois for the second time. I would go for the big money. If they put Deontay Wilder in there, you got a chance to take him out. That's who they want. They really want him and Tyson Fury. But Fury got to take care of business with Usyk, and I don't know if he's going to do that. But yeah, Joshua, man, I matter of fact, I think I was on the air with y'all when it happened. I'm looking at this, and when he got dropped in the first round, I said, that's it. I knew then it was over. And shit, that dude he was fighting was a big cat too. I mean, so it's just it's kind of my mindset from the beginning. Whoever gets caught first is gone. As much as I like Joshua, he get caught, he's going to sleep.
And he said that right out the gate,
Yeah.
too. Right immediately. I was like, see?
It didn't look so awful the way. It didn't look like it was that hard.
What that one that took him out?
Like, yeah, because Joshua had him in the corner. It's like you said. He went to go give him that joint, and he dropped him hand. The dude came straight in there with that.
Because dude was hurt.
Yeah.
And if that right hand would have connected, I'm telling you, dude was gone. It was like a half a second too late. I mean, but Romar, I knew he was hurt because when he tried to get up, that back leg stood up like he was a ballerina.
Hey, when I seen him roll over on his head and on his knees, I said, yeah.
No, he tried to get up, and that one leg went to the back, and it went straight up. I said, yeah, he ain't getting up now. I said, he ain't getting up. Well, you know what? It was best that he didn't get up because dude was getting ready to demolish him. So, but I can guarantee you, if that punch had landed, dude would not have gotten up. If it had landed, dude would not have gotten up. I mean, just straight out wouldn't have. Wow. But hey, he lived to fight another day. I guess that's the best way I can. That's all I can say on that one. But we got a big game tonight: Alabama, Georgia. Who you got?
It's a lot of insane games going on right now. I have no dog in the fight, man, but
Yeah, I got Georgia in that game tonight.
I probably go with Georgia too. But it's gonna be one of those like knock them down, drag out type brawls.
Georgia.
So it's gonna be, and it's a lot of games where I ain't on flipping channels doing commercial breaks. Those types, because you also got Ohio State and Michigan State on Peacock. You also got Illinois against Penn State. Um, well, it's something else going on around that too. And like you were saying, Colorado is they just took the lead. They over UCF, I think. Is that who they're playing? I think. Yeah,
Yeah, UCF.
UCF.
Yeah, we
So
watching Arkansas and Texas A&M 14-14. This little dog fight they got going on right here.
Travis Hunter caught the touchdown.
yeah,
Okay. You talking about the Colorado game?
yeah. But
Yeah.
Mark was just saying that he just watched how they just scored.
Yeah, but see, this is how you know there's a bunch of BS in this too. Because how do you be in a position where Notre Dame loses to Northern Illinois, but they still rank number 16? See, this is the BS I don't like about any of this, because it's almost like they're going to do what they can to make sure Notre Dame is relevant.
Right.
I mean, I call a spade in this. This is all about. It's all about, to me, my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
This is Caucasian America doing this because they suck. If that was anybody else, they wouldn't be getting the love for this.
They got locked into those TV deals with the.
Well, man, they got a TV deal going until that deal don't run out until we did.
Yeah.
I mean, that deal, they got that deal back when I was in high school. I don't think that thing expires to about 2055 or something.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what's keeping them relevant. That's what makes them. That's what keeps them where they are.
But you got a big one tonight. You also got Georgia, Alabama. You got Texas playing Mississippi State, and Ole Miss lost today.
Yeah,
Oh,
they lost to Kentucky.
By 3.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of that game. That game was like going back and forth. And then when Mill picked us up, it was 21-3, and then they barely held on, and they won by 3 over Minnesota. I'm thinking, wait a
Who
minute.
did that? Who was that?
Michigan. They were up
Well,
20.
but hey, trust me, Kev, they suck. But what's going to happen? I mean, being from Ohio, I'm an Ohio State guy. I mean, Michigan stinks. But what's going to happen is they'll play Ohio State. Ohio State won't lose a game all year. We'll go up to Ann Arbor. It don't matter if it's at the Sioux, and they're going to lose. And next year, Chip Kelly will be the head coach because this dude has got to go. If they lose this game this year, see, I get emotionally caught up in it. If they lose this game this year,
Come on, Ryan.
that dude, he got to go.
You're talking about Ohio State, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hey, man, in the state of Ohio, you can be 0-10. But if you beat Michigan, you'll keep a job for the next 20 years. Hey, man, they send too many guys to the NFL every year, but cannot beat Michigan. Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's like they run the table through the whole season, but once they get to that last one, that's when I don't know, because like the last 3 years, I believe.
Crazy thing, Marvin Harrison Jr. never beat Michigan while he was there.
Well, hey, I put it to you like this. I remember the best team I thought they had should have went all the way. They had Eddie George, Terry Glenn. I mean, I put it to you like this. They had 8 dudes that got drafted that year. And in the first half, Tim Bianca-Patuca had 200 and something yards. I mean, they stink. I mean,
Wow.
Oh,
I mean,
I heard that name in years.
I mean, that job got that loss. You got Eddie George on. I mean, that loss there got that dude fired. He should have got fired. I mean, you got Buster Tillman, Ricky Dudley. I mean, you got all these dudes, Alonzo Spellman. I mean, everybody on, and you can't beat that team. And I can't name one dude that Michigan had on that squad. Well, they had Charles Woodson. I can't say that now. That's wrong. They had Charles Woodson. We had David Boston. I mean, we were stacked, and they could not beat Michigan. No, so yeah. If this dude don't beat Michigan, it's time for him to go. It's time for him to go. I don't care who they put in there.
He can beat everybody else except for Michigan.
Hey man, that's if you're from Ohio. Hey man, the closest rivalry that could be. What was Jefferson Huguenot? What was Marshall Walker's big rival? Was it Jefferson Huguenot with, or was it Armstrong? That'd be the same thing. Y'all beat everybody. Marshall Walker win every game for 5 years in a row, but they can't beat Jefferson Huguenot with. What's going to happen? Well, in high school, they won't fire the coach, but I mean, it'd be a lot of people talking about.
See, that's the same thing, kind of like when Hollis Springs normally runs the table too until they get to Verona, and then that's when everything just breaks loose.
Hey, weren't their colors the same colors, black and gold?
Yeah, Hollis Springs.
Hollis Springs?
No, I mean Verona.
No, they're blue and
They're blue and gold.
Blue and gold.
Hey, Verona used to be tough back in the day.
Yeah. Well, shoot, they still are, man. Look, they waxed my alma mater last night.
What school did you go to?
I went to Henrico.
Henrico? I was going to ask. Okay, Henrico. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember they had a dude that played hoop there, Bruce Robinson. I don't know whatever happened to him.
Yeah. But we got waxed by Verona, which I knew that was going to happen, but it was like 40-7. But
wow.
Yeah, Henrico's been they've had a lot of down years, like in the past, for a while, But and I remember when I was in school, we could beat everybody else, but the two squads we could never beat was Hollis Springs and Verona. Those were our two toughest opponents. We beat everybody else, but the two schools we could never beat.
Yeah, Verona, Highland Springs, wasn't their nickname the Yellow Jackets or something like that?
No, the Springers.
Okay, I wonder why I thought that was their name. Yeah, Highland Springs. I tell you, the team that used to stuff. What was that? Their color was blue and orange. Was that J.R. Tucker?
That was Armstrong. Well, Tucker, yeah.
No, Armstrong was blue and gold, wasn't it?
No, they had the same colors. They just offset each other.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But you're right. Tucker is still Tucker. Matter of fact, because Tucker's playing John Marshall on Monday. But
they played on a Monday.
On a Monday, not because we had a situation with Tropical Storm Helene.
Did it affect Richmond at all?
Yeah, I was just about to ask Kevin, what situation?
Not really that much. Just maybe an inch of rain, but that's a regular size rain. But it's crazy how they'll move. If the game was scheduled, if it was scheduled on Thursday, which we get a lot of Thursday night games now. But why didn't they? But we had games on Friday night, but they push y'all's to Monday, or sometimes y'all got Saturday games, but they push y'all's all the way to Monday, which doesn't make any sense. And then because they're playing at Virginia Union,
they played Hovey Field, right?
Yes,
yeah, maybe because
now
Union might have a home game.
They might have had a home game today. Maybe that's probably why.
I know they whacked somebody about a week ago. Union did. I forget who. They killed him. I forget who that was.
Yeah. So I'm guessing maybe Union had a home game today. Maybe that's why that they pushed Marshall Tucker game to Monday. Maybe that's probably why. But like I said, we already know what the outcome is going to be. Marshall's going to dog walk them anyway. So
I don't know about that.
No, because Tucker's not been good for a long time.
Is that one school still there? Douglas Freeman.
He's been good for a long time.
Like John Marshall been
this
good.
ain't the basketball team we talking about.
Yeah.
No, but
a couple years ago we ain't had one. They quit mid-season because they ran out of players.
Who? With the football team?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey man,
I know we hung 70 on the school a couple weeks ago, but
that's what I'm saying.
That was in the middle. We played somebody in the middle of the bar. They ain't have enough players. They was probably using a rec team.
Yeah, we still building this program.
We lost to George with the school formerly known as George Wolf.
Oh,
how you lose to a school called Richmond School of Art?
What?
They're getting a new school.
They
They're
they
building
they
a new school right
they,
now.
they, they changed the name.
They built a new George Wolf beside George Wolf, but George Wolf is not called George Wolf no more. It's called
If that makes any
the
sense.
Richmond School of Arts.
See, they changed.
They tore up the whole football field and track on the side of the school. They tore all that up. Laid down new, and then right now they're laying down new foundation.
Insane.
So it ain't Jefferson Huguenot with anymore anyway, is it?
Uh-uh.
Oh no, they been split each other
Yeah.
up. Jefferson,
TJ
Uh,
got us.
yeah,
TJ is TJ, and Huguenot is
Jefferson,
Huguenot.
Huguenot, and Wilf are different schools.
I never understood why they had them all three combined though.
I don't know that. That's how it was.
Population at the time.
Because you got to think about it. Marshall Walker was two schools combined.
Yeah, yeah. John Marshall, Maggie Walker. Yeah.
Yeah, now
Well, what about Armstrong Kennedy? Was that two schools also?
Yeah.
Yep.
well, there is no. They split them up, but there is no more Kennedy.
There is. Yeah. There is. No
Yeah,
more
Kennedy's gone. Yeah, because Henrico used to have their way with him every year too.
Kennedy had the baddest band though.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Kennedy had
that was like the
baddest
only
band.
that was the only great thing they had.
No. They had an outstanding indoor track team too.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
The band and the track team, yes. I
Well,
would. I have to
the
give
female
Kennedy
women's
that.
track team was tough. Queen Harris.
Yeah, they was.
Oh, yeah,
they
that
was the
name-
only
that name
ones
sounds
could
familiar,
really compete
too.
with them 757 girls.
Yeah.
oh,
Now we had some stars on our squad too, but like as far as all the relay teams and things of that nature, they had that hands down. So Kev, we gotta get Mark caught up on the picks.
okay, all right. So let's go with Steelers at the Colts.
I'm going with Pittsburgh.
All right. Let's see. Saints at Atlanta.
Oof. Man, I had that dude Rashid Shaheed last week. He ain't get one catch.
Fly, Eagles, fly, baby. I had him too, Mark. I was hurting. I had him in another league, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Man, I said, how do you not get one catch? I'm gonna go with Atlanta because at some point, Kirk Cousins, if he don't do nothing else, he gets you fantasy points. This dude will get you some points. And Atlanta's not bad. If they click on all cylinders, they'd actually be a playoff team.
And Mel, you actually gave them the division too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's still up in the air. Next up, Broncos at the Jets.
I'll go with New York.
That's a white across the board. This is what I call a coin flip game. Vikings at Green Bay.
I tell you what, I'm gonna take the Vikings only if Jordan Love ain't playing.
Now, I think for what I do understand that I think he is playing, but remember he's not 100%.
Yeah, but I mean, man, Minnesota's defense is tough too.
Yeah, this could go either way. You also got Aaron Jones. He's gonna have his homecoming because he was with
Where they playing this game at?
Green Bay.
Damn.
Yeah, look, don't feel bad, Mark. It took Romar a minute to figure it out too.
I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm going to still go with. I'm gonna go with Green Bay.
Ooh, well, there's your well. I can't even really count that as a crossover. I can't really. Next up, Eagles at Tampa.
Mill, they better quit playing around.
See, all right.
But you know what? Mill, no insult.
No, it's all
Is AJ Brown playing tomorrow?
yes.
But
He is?
Devontae Smith is not.
Yeah, but you know what? You can miss a Devontae Smith and you can cover that up. You can't keep missing AJ Brown. I'm still going to go with Tampa Bay. And I tell you why.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't think there's a difference between Jalen Hurts and Baker Mayfield. I think at this point Baker might be better. I mean, I don't know. This dude then got paid and ain't showed up since. I don't trust him at all. You know, I'll be honest with you. I was proud that he played well a couple years ago, got his money. I have not trusted that dude since Tua came in and took his job in that championship game. Because it seemed like once he gets shook up, he cannot come out of it. If you shake him up, it's like almost like he gets discombobulated. I mean, seriously. I don't know if he panics inside. I don't know what it is.
I can't agree with that one, Mark, because if that was the case. I mean, each of these games he throws interceptions early, and he makes up for. He plays a lot better in the second half. So, if
Well, then
all,
what is this? What is the issue then?
well, earlier before you got on, I said, lot with this new offense right now, half of these turnovers you got to put on Kellen Moore in the offense because it's like those throws he's throwing to a spot and he's trusting the receivers to get to a spot and those interceptions, especially those two red zone interceptions, is always when the receiver slips out of a break and then the defender makes a better break on the ball and he gets an interception. So
But
it's got you gotta get it 50-50. Now some of them, he has no business throwing those balls. I get all that. But it still has not cost us yet. And he still, after those interceptions, starts going and has responded and came back and led touchdown drives and things of that nature. So like I said, I can't agree with that one.
okay, you know what? It's rare that Mill and I disagree. Here's my problem. Here's my problem. How did it take them 12 quarters to realize, you know what, maybe we should throw the ball to Dallas Goddard?
I got a better one. Why he gives Saquon the bag and he has not touched the ball that much in the first quarter?
Hey man, he came in and ran the ball the first play, and then he didn't. Then they took him out.
That's the part I don't like. We're not establishing the run first.
Well, see, he's not the only one that's not getting fed early. So again, remember, you get all this, you're supposed to eat,
Right.
Early and often. You got to get it because if the disengagement shows up right out the gate, you don't get touches within the first 3-4 minutes of the game. It could lead to a lot of other things and whatnot. And then, of course, what worked well for you and you gotten away from it, that should also tell you something too.
Well, I tell you what, they better do something because that Jake Elliott is my kicker. That dude got 1 point last week.
Man,
he got me -2 last.
Oh
boy.
boy.
-2 also. I was like, man, just take the points, Sirianni. Take the points.
Man,
I mean, he makes mistakes that I'm being serious. He makes mistakes that make you say, "What is this guy thinking?"
I don't understand it because you got basically
But we still got time to get
you got your own version of Christian McCaffrey in your backfield.
and he still gets 20-25 touches a game.
But
Through all this, he's still getting his touches. I can't defend it, but I can't explain it either.
touches, I don't need them. Like you say, you brung me down to be a running back. Let him run the ball.
Yeah, the main thing is you got to establish it right out the gate to quiet the critics for at least a week.
But see, a Kelvin Moore offense is so predictable.
Well, I mean, I don't know. They brought in Jahan Dotson. Did they even let him play?
Yeah, he's playing.
Yeah, I mean, but he hasn't got he probably hasn't got a whole lot of targets though.
What you think
that's
about
another
that?
point I was saying earlier. I said Jalen gotta trust these other guys.
I mean, like I said, you brought Jahan Dotson for a reason. You saw you saw the potential. That's why you got him away from Washington.
What potential?
I mean, I'm just saying. Well, they saw something. They saw. I mean, I don't know what.
I didn't say that.
I don't
Bro,
make the
that
calls.
did not come from me.
Kevin.
Hey,
Kevin. Oh, Kevin. Kevin.
What potential do you see in him?
Yeah, what potential that
I don't
that
know,
you
but
think Philly saw that Washington ain't see in 3 years?
that's on them. That's not our problem anymore.
No, we saw a tradable asset.
Yeah, that's all it was. That's all it was.
We saw a tradable asset.
Hey.
If he could be good,
That's
He's on the
that all that's on Philly. That's Philly's problem now.
yeah, but we have other weapons besides Jahan Dotson.
I mean, we
And
still
we
got
still-
another
we-
one on. We
He
got
still
another.
owes some opportunities, man. I'm not expecting much out of him, but still got to give him those.
But that's the same. He needs some opportunities
All right.
also.
Okay, we got another one on. What about Deion Brown? We got him.
True.
We kept him, and
Yep.
I don't think he didn't touch the field. Christian McCaffrey, brother,
I mean, he's gotten what, 1 or 2 targets, maybe.
Who is that?
De'Ami Brown from the Commanders.
Hey man, it seems like they keep going to this McCaffrey dude.
Yeah, he's 6'3".
And you know, and of course you're gonna go to Terry McLaurin, but
Yeah.
this
Well, yeah.
McCaffrey dude, if it ain't this McCaffrey dude is getting all the. I mean, he getting all that extra play.
What you think about that game Monday night, man?
Oh boy.
Uh, uh, yeah, you know,
He was speechless. He was speechless.
I mean, see, you got to start wondering about people getting fired, man. I mean, you sensing that? I mean, come on, man. I mean, I'm just going to be honest with you. My man played like RG3 did when he first got there. I mean, they couldn't do nothing with him. Nothing.
He only had 2 incompletions the entire game. He had more touchdowns than incompletions. 3 versus 2.
I mean,
So you mean tell me? Hold on. So my question to everybody is it true? Is this fact? We put this. We 10 toes down on this. Jaden Daniels outplayed Joe Burrow.
what do you mean? That was automatic. I think he did. Who won?
I mean, Joe Burrow put up more numbers passing,
But who won?
but we won. But
How many yards did Joe Burrow run for?
Oh, that we have to go. We have to research that.
Yeah, about 3. Look, he got outplayed. Cincinnati's defense is horrible.
Oh man, but that one play when Terry he done cooked the cornerback. He
I
done
mean,
ate for lunch.
That secondary has
That cornerback is trash.
that whole defensive backfield is trash.
Oh man,
They ain't been the same since Jesse Bates left.
it is. It's gotten so bad.
Yeah, he's in Atlanta now.
So okay, we can add. Okay, so I know we've been talking about Sirianni should be on the hot seat. We talking about Daboll on the hot seat. We talked about Mike McCarthy on that. We ain't really talking about Mike McCarthy on the hot seat, really.
Well, I mean, look, that dude been on that seat so damn long. His behind is branded. I mean,
yeah, this is last year.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
man.
I mean, that dude go to get a shot. The doctor going to ask him what ranch is he from because he got a brand on him.
All Jared did was out for a year contract.
Which means he burnt out. He burnt out.
He burnt out. So now,
that don't even turn. That hot seat don't even cut on no more.
all right. So look. So now, having said that, we will switch back to AFC. So is it safe to say, Mark, that Zach Taylor should be on the hot seat as well, based on what you saw on Monday?
Well, see, they won't put him on a hot seat because that team is so cheap that they'll keep him around for the next 8 years.
Wow.
I mean, it's a proven fact. They don't want to pay nobody outside of Burrow. You got Lamar Chase that could actually go. You got T. Higgins that's going to go. You let go of Joe Mixon, which was ignorant. You don't have Tyler Boyd. You have no tight end to throw the ball. Who's the tight end that you throw to? Uh, I could keep going on and on. If you're a player that ain't going to demand a lot of money, Cincinnati's the place for you because they ain't paying nobody.
How long do you think Trey Henderson's gonna stay?
With T. Higgins?
No, Henderson. No, that. Well, you know what? I think the first year that I seen that dude get off, I thought maybe this was a fluke. It ain't no fluke. At this point, next year, this dude's gonna be getting paid by somebody. I'm not trying to be funny, but what if he was on the opposite side of Max Crosby with the Raiders?
Yeah, he's top 5 in sacks.
Or what if the New York Jets say, hey, you know what? Cincinnati would probably do it. Give us Hassan Reddick. And we'll and give us Hendrickson. I mean, Cincinnati's paying nobody.
Nobody.
So if you want to go see that, I mean, they're crap.
So basically, it's almost safe to say T. Higgins may not be back next year.
What do you mean might not? He ain't going to.
Well, no. So he's going to be a hot.
Wild West this free.
It's going to be a hot commodity.
Hold on, Jamal gonna be one too because he's not signed.
No,
Yeah,
he still got. I think next year be.
Well, they're gonna franchise him because if the money ain't right, he ain't gonna sign the deal.
see, this is where these cats. I understand the security, but that's why when they say a 5-year deal, you'd be better off going with 4, because ain't nothing changed, and all your money's in that bonus is the signing bonus.
And this is still under his rookie contract right now.
That's what I'm saying. But see, if he would have did a 4-year deal instead of 5, he would have more control. Right now, he got to pay for what they give him.
And he took out, and since they don't want to give him the contract, Sunday he won't, because they already they offered him like a Brandon Ayuk deal.
Yeah, well, don't insult him like that. I mean, because that's what you're doing.
Yeah, he won't a Justin Jefferson type.
I don't think he's. How can I put it? Even at LSU, I always thought Justin Jefferson was the better player. But again, you got to pay the man his money.
Yeah.
Right now, he got to live up to it first.
Well, he's done it, because I tell you what.
Yeah, he deserved it bad.
If they would have had a fraction of a second more, and that deep pass Joe Burrow would have got to him in that Super Bowl, it'd have been different.
I just don't see Cincinnati doing. What game you on?
Let's see. So, all right. So you going with Carolina, Mark? Cincinnati against Carolina.
Mark.
Okay. All right.
I'm going with Carolina.
Carolina. Okay. All right. So I'm the only one that's got Cincinnati. I'm just taking. Hey, I'm just throwing stones over this one. Jacksonville at the Texans.
Well, that's the easy one there.
Going with the home team.
You got the dude down there that now he looked like he ain't worth the money they gave him.
Again, another example. What you just talked about, Mill. The ones who got the bag ain't know nothing. Trevor Lawrence. See, okay. So
I can name a lot of quarterbacks.
A lot of people. Okay, Jalen Hurts. I'm sorry. That's it. Don't even bother with that one. He's more than proven his worth. I'm not worried about Jalen. But we're talking about quarterbacks who have what we always talking about. Who I think stole money. Mm-hmm. Trevor Lawrence is the biggest violation. I'm sorry.
Well, hey, they even got part of that stadium with his name in it,
which was stupid.
Then you're gonna have to bench him the next week. I mean, come on, they won't do it. because they'll look too stupid. But I'm going to say something in his defense. Mill, if you can name one, you're a bad man. Name what wide receiver he got to throw the ball to.
Mm.
Not anybody with a household name.
Who y'all talking about?
Jacksonville.
I can, it's on the tip of my tongue, but
That Brian Thomas or whatever his name.
Oh, Christian Kirk.
He ain't there no more, is he?
Yeah, he's still there.
Well, they
Well,
better get an APB out on him.
it is
They let Calvin Ridley walk.
oh, never
Well,
mind.
I don't blame it. I don't blame him. He was horrible. Then the dude said he got the gambling on games.
Oh yeah, and then they suspended him for a year.
He's another one that got me 1 point last week when I decided to take a chance on him.
Gabe
Oh.
Davis.
Gabe Davis. Oh.
Okay, I mean he can't hold on to the ball. He proved that up in Buffalo.
He ain't got
And
ain't
then,
got
but
nobody.
not only that, see the one other takeaway is Trevor Lawrence lost the last 8 starts.
I mean, you want to call Travis Etienne the best receiver.
Well, it was Evan Ingram. He hurt his knee. Now this is how your luck sucks. You in the warm ups for the game and injure your hamstring, and now you've been out 2 weeks.
What can you do with that?
Oh boy.
Like, what can you do with that?
All right. Next up, Rams at the Bears.
Go ahead, give me Matthew Stafford.
Oh, all right. Going with the Rams.
I tell you what. Now everybody, Mill, I'm saying it here now. Kev, I'm saying it. Romar, I'm saying it. Man, this dude gonna end up like Bryce Young if they don't change something.
Well, give me Chicago.
Well, you can have him because
Let's just be honest. Who Matthew Stafford got to throw the ball to?
hey, I tell you what, that dude, what's his name, Tutu Atwell, was catching some passes last week.
And let's see
And that was a lucky one. I'm going. This is one of those another coin flip games. I'm going against the grain, going with Chicago.
I'm gonna go with the Rams.
That one was not an easiest pick you think it's going to be because. But I'm some of the ones you got to go against the Vegas odds on this one.
Well, just like I mean, just to echo what Mark's saying, if they do need to do something with Caleb Williams.
They got to.
They got a game
You
plan.
got the weapon. The O line's got to do better.
They got the tools to win this football game.
They do. They got the
running
defense.
backs, they got the receivers. O line is a whole.
O line's got to do better.
O line needs some work. O line needs some work. DeAndre Swift cannot even. He can't get through the holes, the little holes of lack thereof that they're creating for him. So they got to do better at that. But at the same token, the Rams don't look all that impressive on defense.
Mm-hmm.
They're missing some leadership, and if not, they're tied for the league in injuries. They're injured so bad that they can't even put Cooper Kupp on the IR because they put Cooper Kupp on the IR, he's gone for the season. They've maxed out their injury destinations. One more, any player they put on the IR right from here on out, they go on the IR, they done for the year. So,
oh man,
until they start getting some more players back, I can't put no stock in them.
I don't know. And like I said, that come from behind win. I don't see a similar result for this week either.
All right, who's next?
Next up, Patriot. This is going now. We're on the 4:00 window. Patriots at the 49ers. Now, New England just came off an embarrassing loss.
Yeah, but I'd still go with the 49ers. I mean,
I got 49ers also.
They get George Kittle back. Christian McCaffrey still out. Debo's still gonna be out. Is this way? This way?
Is this where the crossover comes over?
Is this it?
I know.
Because I
I
got
know
the
there's at least
Patriots.
one.
I got the Patriots right now. All they gotta do is run the ball. But at the same token,
Now, I think you still got Jacoby Brissett still playing. Is he starting?
Mhm.
I
Okay.
might, I might. If I hit the, it's going on. If I hit the crossover right now, it's going on record right now. Uh,
You had New England currently.
and all they gotta do is run the ball. This is one perfect time to get the Niners.
The crossover history has been 1-7.
And I think Jacoby says not nobody on this for except for Ramondre Stevenson. Ramondre Stevenson, that's a tough physical guy that's hard to break down. But that's the only weapon they got. Do I see? I can see I can see the 49ers showing some fight. Give me San Fran. I'm crossing over that tank.
Had to do it. All right, Romar, who you got?
That's why I hit the crossover on. Give me the Niners.
Oh, give me San Fran.
All right. All right. Next up is the Browns against the Raiders.
I'm gonna go with the Browns.
I'm gonna go against the grain and say Cleveland. Why? Because Devontae's out, Max Crosby is out, and they have a huge quarterback problem. Gardner Minshew's leash is about to get tightened up. Um, they say one more basically bad performance, and then Aiden O'Connell might take over. So that might be
Yeah, but you know what? People got to remember something. You know, Gardner Minshew is nothing but like a safety net type of dude.
right.
For what they was expecting. I mean, I think they're getting what they paid for.
Mm.
So who you got, Mark?
Now, who is it again?
The Browns at the Raiders.
And Browns stink. I don't take Cleveland either.
That's one of those another coin flip that nobody wants to see.
Give me the Browns. I don't know why I have faith in these.
I totally agree with you. Yeah.
Give me. I got the
You
Raiders,
got the Raiders.
and I'm gonna stick with the Raiders.
Okay. Well, knowing our luck, Mel, you might come out ahead on this one.
Romar?
Romar versus the Cardinals.
No.
No,
Browns or the Raiders?
I said.
Yeah, he already said that. He got Cleveland.
Oh, you already know what it is.
Oh yeah, I said Romar versus the Cardinals.
We going down there. We going down
So
there.
we already know where Romar's going. So all right, and you have Arizona, Mel.
Vegas odds. Kyler, you got one job. You earn your contract.
Arizona does not deserve nice things.
I didn't say Kyler Murray was a nice thing. He got one job.
The state of Arizona, according to Mel, does not deserve nice things. I'm gonna surprise you with this pick. Here comes Romar. Here we go. Ready? I got the Commanders. I got the Commanders because of everything Romar said. The playbook is wide open. So I'm trusting Romar for this on this one. So I got faith in this one. Like, you know.
Don't have faith
Now
in
wait,
me.
hold on.
I don't know if you a real fan. Yeah. I don't even know if you a real fan, man.
Hey man. Hey look.
You hear this, Mark? And this supposed to be a team that he like.
Now hold on. See? Everything.
Hold
Hold on.
that you picked your own team.
Hey.
Come on, kid. Come on, bro.
Hey man. Hey.
No, not go.
Hey. You got to be the analyst first, baby.
it's supposed to be a shocker that you pick your own team in a pick'em game. Come on, bro.
Hey man, hey, you know I had to spit.
I don't know. I don't know if.
Hey,
I
look,
don't know if you're a fan.
you know I got to stir the pot just a little bit.
Yeah, just
Nah,
say
you
you like.
stir-
I got to put a little
You stirring
sprinkle
the
in there.
wrong pot though, bro.
Just
Stirring
say-
the wrong.
I got to get Romar riled up one good
Man,
time.
just say that you like football. Just like
Well,
just say
I
that
do.
you like the
Hey,
sport,
look,
but you
that's
got-
where it all starts.
You are not a fan of Washington.
Come on, hey, look, I got 2 jerseys. Well, the
That
other
don't-
one you ain't seen yet.
That just means that you like jerseys.
Oh, whatever.
All right, what's the next?
All right, next one up. All right, KC versus the Chargers.
How much it cost the stamps?
They're now cost of stamps.
Yeah.
They're now 73 cents.
Damn.
For what? For what?
Oh wait, hold on. Wait.
73 cents.
For one stamp.
For one stamp, it's now 73 cents. And then they're talking about something about going higher within the next 3 years. Go make that make
Didn't
sense.
they cost a nickel at one time?
I don't know, but will nobody be getting no letters from me?
Oh, Mark, we never got your Washington, Arizona pick. Who you got?
I can't stand Kyler Murray. I'm gonna go with the Commanders.
There you go. All right. That's 3 against
Not
1.
playing well for me.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, to your point, Mill, yes, it's expensive as crap. That's why when it comes to Christmas cards, you get a shout out on Facebook for free.
Well, here's the thing. Let them deliver mail to the wrong mailbox.
Oh man.
I'm going up here to get somebody fired. I didn't pay 73 cents for this letter, and dude down the street got my letter. No.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I want.
Oh man. I didn't even
Heads got
I did
rolled
not
after
see that one coming.
Heads got 73 cents, bro.
73 cents for a stamp.
Oh, this charge.
This is why you get them with them the forever stamps, because no matter how high they go, you still got the same, the same book and whatnot. If you buy like a whole book of forever stamps, you could, it's still good no matter how much the price goes up. That's the only advantage to that. But
I ain't buying.
yeah, that's a painful topic. KC at the Chargers. Romo, you already know where you're going with this one, right?
Yeah, that's
All right.
why I asked for the stamp, because we're gonna mail this one.
All right. Oh, well, it's okay.
Who's
Oh, you know what? That's good. That was good. That was good. All right. All right, Mel. That was probably the best one of the day. I love that one. I love that. Oh man, you hit me with it. You hit me good. All right. Mark, who you got? KC or the Chargers?
I'm going with KC.
Okay.
Ain't nobody picking against the magician.
All right. Next up.
Trademark by robot spell.
Yeah. This Sunday night game. Buffalo at Baltimore.
Oh, who do I have?
You have Buffalo.
Buffalo. This is a prove it game.
I'm going with Baltimore.
Showdown, but both quarterbacks need this victory.
Buffalo is currently 3-0.
Yeah, they do to make a dumb mistake at some point.
The pressure is more on Lamar.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
They're about even. I mean,
Now-
Buffalo has a better record.
Yes.
Lamar still got 2 MVPs that he's still leaning on.
Yeah,
Both of them have the same problem, getting past Pat Mahomes in the postseason. I view them as the talents are different, but their potential is dead even. One has really not gotten further than the other.
but here's one sticking point. When Baltimore's up by 7 or more points in the fourth quarter, in 10 games, they're blown leads in 10 games since 2021. And they almost blew another one last Sunday.
You talking Baltimore?
Yes.
Then Buffalo blow one in the pause. Then they have a choke job against Kansas City.
Believe. Oh, I believe they did. You talking about
Exactly.
NKC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, they just about even until one gets past the magician. This is a grudge match for second place.
All right.
Until otherwise noted.
All right.
Until
I can throw two more stats out or two more theories out. And one of them that I put out earlier, that's thrown out the window, which was a team that scores 40 or 40 piece or more one week usually uses the next week. Well, I lost on that one. However, teams that beat the Cowboys one week, they usually lose the next week too.
Who's Dallas? What game is that coming up?
This Baltimore when they beat Dallas last Sunday. So now they're playing Buffalo. They're
Yeah.
playing. Yeah, they're playing in Baltimore.
But believe it or not, this is almost a must win.
yeah, must win for both.
So who you got, Mark?
I got Baltimore. It ain't a must win for Buffalo.
Okay. Romo, who you got in that one?
I'm gonna go with Josh Allen. I'm going with Buffalo.
Ooh.
No, McCraw.
You doing the crossover, Romo?
Nah, I'm gonna stay right. I'm gonna stay with my pick.
Go
Come on,
ahead.
come on, pull out the Tim Hardaway.
No, I'm just
You
staying
like,
with my
nah,
pick.
man. All right, you got two more games coming up. Titans at the Dolphins.
Oh, this is going to get to them.
You know what though? I'm gonna go with Miami.
I got Miami also,
I got Tennessee.
and you got Tennessee, Mel. Tennessee is 0-3.
Yeah, but their defense ain't bad. If they don't pull out a victory, now's the week to do it.
And then, of
If
course, you
Tyler,
got,
I mean,
and
Tyler
then,
Huntley's going to start, but I say,
but you also got a third string quarterback also.
No, with that, no, Tyler Huntley is not. You know what? He ain't that bad.
yeah, but you got to give him some time. I give him one more week. I don't expect much out of him this week.
Yeah, but he's got to be better than that dude who was in there last week.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, yeah, Skylar Thompson.
Anybody?
Yeah.
Now that dude's trash. But like I said, I mean, he's done pretty deep. He held his own pretty good when he was in Baltimore.
That's what I'm saying. You know the rumor. You know the rumor is Miami might try to go out and get Bryce Young.
Oh, that would be a horrible mistake.
I believe if he got another chance somewhere else, he'd actually be pretty decent.
Yeah, because look at every quarterback that's left Carolina. Look, Baker Mayfield left the Carolina. He's in Tampa Bay.
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold left Carolina. He's in Minnesota. I mean, at some point in time.
So basically, if you leave Carolina, greater things will happen.
That seems to be the trend.
I was about to say, you read my
Sometimes
mind.
it's on the player, sometimes it's on the organization. That's how it goes. We got one last game to talk about.
Seattle at Detroit.
And this is gonna be a
Where they playing? Where they playing this game at?
Detroit.
Hey, I tell you one thing people tend to forget is that Seattle got a tough defense.
Yes,
My man has actually been playing good too, Geno Smith. And Detroit's defensive backfield's been subject to getting burnt. DK Metcalf had 2 games in a row where he didn't have at least a 50-yard touchdown. Kenneth Walker ain't guaranteed to play.
He's gonna play. They took the injury destination off of him.
I'm still gonna go with Detroit.
All right, Romo, who you got? Your last pick.
Detroit. I got Detroit too.
Yep. I guess that's a mail in on that one.
Yeah, I went with all that analysis and still went with Detroit. So yeah.
If it was in Seattle, I'd go with Seattle.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, the Jets. Who did the Jets play?
Who are they playing this week?
Yeah.
The Denver.
Hey, no, no, Denver. Oh, they
Uh,
must be playing at home.
yes, in
And
at MetLife Stadium.
hey, you know, this week they stayed at the Greenbrier Resort in West Virginia because of that storm they was fearing. They didn't even have a field. They weren't able to practice.
Mm.
Who was this? The Jets?
Yep.
Oh wow. Well, I pray for everybody that's affected by the hurricane, tropical storm Helene. Everybody, but guys, we gotta get out here. Any parting words before we bounce?
Hey,
Be
just
safe. Have an
enjoy
enjoyable
the games
weekend.
tonight and tomorrow.
Yes, thank you, everybody. And next week we're gonna have more wrestling, bad WWE, bad blood. We're gonna have more boxing.
Hey,
We're
real
gonna
quick, Mill, was that female on to do the wrestling? Was she on today?
yes, he was.
Damn, that was part I missed. Hey man, she bad with that wrestling, bro. Man, she's bad with that wrestling.
Yeah, she'll be on next week. We got a pay per view. We're gonna chop it up about
Oh
40
yeah,
minutes.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But Mill, call me ahead of time because I want to hear this announcement.
Yes, sir. I got you. I got you, Mark. I got you. Thank you for joining us. Next week we'll have some more action. It has been a Studio W Sports Page brought to you by J and J. And as always, I'll see you on church tomorrow.